Hello everyone and welcome to our series of videos for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, the board game, where we're going to be going from the basic game here in this video all the way to games with expansions in the future. We'll also be showing off our Morphin tokens that we'll be developing along the way. This is our first batch of prototypes in color. We posted some pictures in I think they were black tokens initially, just all the
black and white,
prototypes.
just getting the designs done.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, the board game by Renegade Studios. They did a Kickstarter for it back in, I think, early 2018, and it's going to be coming out in August or so of 2019. And we're very excited about this one. It's a great co-op, casual, like a great theme from our childhood. I know I was a huge Power Rangers fan when I was a kid. So it's been pretty fun to revisit it, and I'm excited to play through.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I was into it until I started playing this game. And then I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
I recognize that.
I rember everything.
I recognize that. I
Absolutely
recognize
everything.
that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, that is the Zord that I remember.
Zach, you want to give us what are we trying to do here?
We're trying to defend Angel Grove. That's a city where Power Rangers takes place in, and we're Power Rangers, so we've currently selected the blue, pink, and black ranger that you see on the table here. What's going to happen is every round there's going to be a bunch of new enemies that come out, in this case the Putty Patrollers and the Super Putty Patrollers. And then over time, basically monsters like Pudgy Pig are going to come out, and then eventually Rita Repulsa is going to come out. And our goal is to protect the city. And if the whole city becomes panicked, which we'll cover once we get to that stage, we lose the game. If we ever, one of us dies as a ranger and we don't have any energy, which you see the blue tokens there in the command center in the middle, if those are gone when one of our rangers basically is defeated, we lose the game.
Okay, so we get essentially 4 lives? Is that
we get,
fair
between
to say?
us, we get four lives.
There's 3 of us, so 1 each, and then
that's
one
right.
for the house.
And so we basically have to defend the city and survive long enough for Rita to come out, because she's the main boss. Once we defeat her, we win the game, but the game's going to keep on moving as we go. And it's kind of a, one of those games where all these bad guys show up. You have to like fend off as many as you can. More show up, almost like Battle Royale style. And can we survive the onslaught? And one of the, probably my favorite parts of this game is that essentially being able to coordinate and be in the right places at the right time and work together is the name of the game. So that is very thematic in the classic.
And it got you to
Power
read a
Rangers
rule
style.
book.
That's right.
Which is pretty impressive.
It's new and
Yeah,
exciting.
if you know me at all, you know that that's a miracle.
How do we kick this thing off?
Okay,
Let's get started.
so there's 2 phases in every round. The first one is the deployment phase, and that's where we deploy the enemy. So John, you have a deck over there. Don't shuffle it. I shuffled it and have it ready for you. So you'll flip over the top card.
I'm doing that now.
Yep, and this is the first deployment.
Right
So
here.
That's right, and you'll see that's a
bad
mean
one. Yeah.
So it has Putty Patrollers at the top. That's the title, and it has 3 of them. So you're going to deploy that many Putty Patrollers, which Steven's grabbing here. And if you look at the top of the deck at this
The
point,
next card.
it
I thought that was pretty
shows
clever.
where you're deploying it. So where are we deploying these?
That's to Angel Grove Park.
That's right.
3 Putty Patrollers to Angel Grove
Okay,
Park.
so that's the first deployment, and you'll do that again, and we'll do this.
Oh, we're
5
doing it
total
again.
times.
We're doing it
Yep,
5 times?
5 times. Every
1,
round.
2,
Loading
2
this.
Putty Patroller to Angel Grove Park.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
no.
once Angel Grove Park hits 6, which is this little number down here, that's when it becomes panicked.
Yeah. So that's the figure limit essentially, and that's the number of boss monsters and foot soldiers. I couldn't think of the name for a second. They can be on that tile. So if it ever hits 6, it becomes panicked, which we'll probably see in a little bit, and we'll just keep going.
All right,
until
we'll
we see
keep
what we
going. Putty Patrollers again to Angel Grove
Okay,
Park.
this is
2
great.
more.
So
Who shuffled this mess?
I did,
Can you do that?
but okay. So you put 1 there because that's the figure limit. Now the next one is actually going to deploy in a clockwise manner to the next open spot. So to Ernie's juice bar, and then because that is now at its figure limit, it's panic. So you grab a panic token.
Oh, look, we get to use this for the first time. Wow, it's like we did it on purpose.
We didn't.
We didn't.
This is pure random. So that was what? Deployment number 3?
That was deployment number 3.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning, too, the panic token. So when we were first playing this game, there's a little cardboard that you set on the board. And one of the things we immediately said, I think we looked at each other and were like, that's hard to see when there's just miniatures everywhere.
Sure, because what could happen here is that we technically could have up to 5 or 6 rangers on that space as well. And if you look at how much space is not already there, it's really easy to just not see the token.
Yeah, so I like this already.
That
Like,
one is very
it's
seeable.
Standing up and it's
Standing
like,
up,
yo.
and it's bright pink. It's like
Bravo.
it's there. It's like an alarm going off. Okay,
All right, we're at 3. We got to do 3 more of these?
2 more.
2 more.
5 total.
Good.
Yep.
So I already consider that a victory. 1 to
So
the
single
industrial
putty.
district. So one guy got lost on his way to the park.
Yep.
And
So
then
funny.
last one is 2 super Putty Patrollers
At the park.
at the park,
But they can't
which
go
now
there.
goes to Ernie's, interrupting our
rotating
Zumba lessons.
That's
All
right.
Here we go.
I love the scenes in Ernie's Bar. I've been watching that first season again, and it's just like we're having a milkshake and doing like gym class in the same
I like
room.
it because
Like,
it's
the
like
same.
Those are two things I've never done together.
it's like somebody was like, "Hey, what do teenagers do?" And then someone else was like, "Climb ropes in their spare time,
100%.
like in public, or like lift weights." So like, yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, like the old karate class at high school that we had.
I mean,
It's
I
funny.
will tell you, I wanted an Ernie's juice bar.
I would have loved it.
There was,
it is funny, but like literally the room they're hanging out drinking juice in is the same with like a rope climbing
Yeah.
for some
Sometimes
reason.
they're
it's the getting
Zoom
healthy-
being,
getting
sometimes
healthy
they're
spot.
Taekwondo.
Yeah, the get healthy spot. Okay, so is that 5?
That's 5.
All right,
yeah,
so
let's get rid of these
That's
guys.
our deployment phase.
Okay.
And now we're going to move to the I forget what it's called. What's
the
second
we take
phase called?
actions phase?
Yeah, the Ranger
Essentially
phase action. It's called action phase. That's so funny. You nailed it. And so what happens here is a few things you'll notice. So in the rulebook comes with different ways to play at varying numbers of players. So at 3 players, we got a couple bonuses. So the first thing is, if you look, we each have 3 of these action tokens.
Right.
And they're on the unused side. And if you flip them over, you'll see the used side, obviously. But we each get 3 actions. And in the 3-player game, we get a bonus action, essentially. So,
Normally
that's-
we'd only have 2.
Normally you'd only have 2,
Okay.
but we're getting a 3rd one because there's less of us than the full 5 Ranger team,
Okay.
right? The other thing is that normally there's starting 3 energy in the command center, but we
Okay.
have a 4th one.
Oh.
And so
okay.
we have an extra life because, again, we have less Rangers to kind of do our work with. But during the action phase, we get to take actions. One of the actions is move, so you can spend an action, and you can literally take your Ranger and put it anywhere on the board.
Okay.
There's no spaces or distance or any of that
Okay.
kind of stuff. It's literally
Anywhere.
just move anywhere
They
you want.
do a lot of teleporting, so we can
Yeah,
kind of
so they just bounce around.
Yeah.
The second thing you can do is you can fight.
Okay.
So when you declare a fight, you grab this first Ranger token.
Okay.
And anybody, you go ahead and put the blue over there. So if the Blue Ranger fought, they would get to basically fight
So
the bad
one
guys
action
that
to
are there.
move, and then one action to fight.
Yep, is how
Okay.
that would work. And then also what happens with a fight, and we'll be fighting shortly, any Ranger that's present can fight. So if we were all in
Okay.
that space and Steven fights, we can all fight with him.
Oh, like a team.
Exactly. So we're just
Just
going
like
to
the
go. We'll cover the ins and outs of fighting in a second, but I say we just take our first turn and figure it out.
Okay, so and it can go in any direction. We can take these actions in any order.
100%.
Netrunner
It's
style,
not like all
that.
the Blue Ranger has to go or all the,
Okay.
the Black Ranger, etc.
So the actions we can take are move.
Yep,
Then if we're in a place with enemies, we can also take a fight action.
that's right.
Or we can take a recover action where we essentially get back in energy and recover some cards from our discard pile. Because if our discard pile is essentially our entire deck, then we lose a life.
Yeah, and that's important to note. So each Ranger comes with 10 cards in their deck, and at the start of the game, you can draw up to 5, your choice. At the start of
Let's do that.
At the start of every fight,
Up to 5?
Up to 5. You don't have to.
It seems like there's strategy there. But
So there is. I'll explain it. So when you start a fight, you can draw back up to 5,
Okay.
so that you always have cards, right? But if your deck is ever empty, you're defeated. That's how you get
Oh.
defeated. So you only have 10 cards.
You know what? I'll make a tactical play. I'm gonna only take 3. Because
I mean, you can-
3 seems
we
right.
just got the defense cards.
There isn't, at the start of the game, as
gonna
an
do
example, you're going to be able to draw whenever you fight.
That's
So
true.
you could take 2 or 3 and then decide if you actually need more cards to
That's
go
true.
fight.
I'm going
do
all
that.
in. I'm going 5.
I'm all in as well. Okay, so then you can recover, which lets you, the combat cards have a shield value on the bottom corner, which is both the defense of the card that it provides, which we'll get to in a minute, and also that when you recover, you can recover up to 6 shields worth of cards back into your deck.
So let's start fighting.
Okay.
Um,
So those are the only 3 actions, just real quick. There's
That's
nothing
it.
else we can do. Move,
Yeah.
fight, or recover.
so we need to move. So maybe do you want to just get in there? Do you want all 3 move over there and just start fighting? See what that looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I say the rulebook really
Yeah,
quick?
yeah.
I just want to see one thing.
All right. So I'm gonna take my action to move over here into
One action.
old Angel Grove Park.
Does he have to
Jonathan,
take
go ahead.
all 3 actions at once?
No. Everybody, we
Great.
can go
Oh,
back
great.
seven
I'm going
rounds.
to take my
Yeah, you
one
take an
action
action
and move
there.
over here.
I'll also take an action, and you can
You
move
can move you there.
old pink to the park.
All right.
All right. Now one of us needs to take the fight action here.
Okay.
And there's not really any grand. I feel like one of us needs to take the fight action here, and then probably one person moves, another person moves, and then there's another fight action maybe over here at
Yep.
Ernie's. And that leaves one action remaining for one person. Maybe if they're
recover.
hurt, maybe they could recover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead. I feel confident in my ability to not get
To lead
hurt.
Rangers.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the fight
Okay,
action.
so you take the lead Ranger token.
I'll get the lead ranger token, and we have now begun a fight. Tell me, what in the world does that mean?
Okay, so what happens next is as the lead ranger, you get to choose the enemies that we're fighting.
All of them.
But you can only fight up to 4 foot soldiers at once.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is they're all regular Putty Patrollers. So you're going to start by flipping the top card over in the Putty Patroller battle deck.
Okay.
So the first one
Flipped.
happens. Okay, so what we're looking for here is you see where it says passive?
Yeah.
That is a keyword. So passive means that whatever it says just happens. So you could go ahead and read that to us.
So it says while it's in play, each time another enemy card deals damage, increase that damage by 1.
Okay, so that's just a constant that's happening.
No
You can
problem.
also see the health on the top left corner of this card. That's how much damage we're going to need to do to it to defeat that card, which we'll get
Easy
to in a minute.
peasy. Health 2.
Yep, so now you go ahead and flip it to the second card,
So we're gonna flip 4 of these if I'm
4 of these cards,
if I'm got my head right.
assuming the lead ranger decides that.
So it's a 3 health cannon fodder, and that's just a 2 damage to a ranger attack.
And it has another keyword, which is cool, which is guard.
Guard,
So
that's right.
if you're attacking cards in this battle line, which we'll do in a minute, then you have to, like, guard protects the cards next to it.
Right,
So
you gotta
you
go
have to
guard
attack the
before
guard
them.
before you could attack
Okay.
either side.
Then we have a leaping attack, a health 2, 3 damage. That's a nice thing to guard for the enemy there. Good for you. And then another health 3. Ooh, double guard
Double
on these cannon
guard.
fodder. So that leaping attack is looking like it's going to probably trigger if I'm looking at it in my head, because it's guarded by 2 cannon fodders. That's pretty
Unless-
cool.
Interesting.
So the Putty Patrols are standing in the way, and then all of a sudden here comes this leaping dude.
Unless we have
pretty
ways
cool.
of dealing with it.
Perhaps
you know
we
what I
do,
mean?
yes.
Perhaps,
That's
dude.
pretty cool. No, I like
Okay,
that.
so we laid out the battle line, and luckily, I mean, this is a great example because we're just using Putty Patrollers in this game. So what'll happen now, right, is that we're going to alternate taking turns. So it'll go Rangers, enemies, Rangers, enemies, Rangers, enemies. And you always start on the top leftmost card. So in this case,
Okay.
it would be, it's called flanking, but we get to go first, unless one of the keywords showing is called fast.
Yeah.
And that means that it moves when you deploy it like you did that last card. It would actually deploy to the front of the line, and it would also mean the enemies get to go first.
Oh, okay.
Instead of us going
Okay.
first.
So
That
I'm
didn't
glad
happen.
that I'm glad
So
that
kind of
we-
the story of the cards here is like Steven was saying, is that we're getting swarmed because there's a ton of cannon fodder, and we're getting flanked because there's so many things, and then if we don't watch out, they're going to start coming from above.
There's going to be a
It will start coming
super
from-
secret leaping
Okay,
attack.
so other things to be aware of at this point before we start doing things, because like what'll happen is we'll get to take the first turn, and it's one of us gets to take it.
Okay.
And when that happens, we'll get to play a card from our hand as an attack or actions or that kind of thing. Now, another thing to note, you'll see over on the power board over here, we have the face down
Oh,
energy
yeah.
tokens. When we start a fight, we get to flip 2 of those over.
Flipping.
All right.
And these are active, and these are in the shared energy pool. So any ranger in the battle can actually use these energy,
Okay.
and we will probably do that.
But don't use them if I want to use them.
That's
You
right.
get what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
We gotta
you'll-
share energy correctly.
You'll also notice all of us have an energy token next to our character.
Yeah.
That is our reserved energy. We start the game with 1. We can spend that. We can gain that back. But essentially, that is just a built-in. You have that around with you, and
Okay.
unless you spend it.
Okay, so we've got 1 banked and we've got 2 in the share pile.
Yep. And now I immediately have something I have to have happen, which is Kimberly's ability is Quick Shot. At the start of each battle, I may
Cool.
deal 1 damage to an enemy card of my choice. So I'll go ahead and do 1 to the leaping attack.
Yeah, because you're not attacking it technically, so the guard doesn't.
That is
doesn't
correct.
fix it. I
So-
like that. That feels good. That really does get you the spark effect, which we were going for.
Excellent.
The
This
damage
is the
token,
prototype that does it
Yeah.
the best.
It's
yeah.
it's the thing. So before I
Look
went
at
back
that.
and started
Just yeah.
before I went and actually went and watched it, right?
Uh-huh.
I saw this token and I was like, I don't know. And then I
Yeah.
went and I started watching that first season again. I was like, this is everywhere. Like
Yeah.
every time someone gets punched, there's sparks for some
Yeah.
reason, which is awesome.
I remember that. I remember that from my youth, being like, "What's causing the sparks?"
Yeah.
You know. But
Well, that's like explosions in space. Do you now I have the chance to draw up to 5 at the start of a battle too.
Yep.
So if I'm looking at my hand and I'm like, my choice right now is I can either get more options for offense essentially, or I can stay cool, because if for some reason I take like 7 damage, there's a potential that I could lose a number of cards
That's
and then
true.
I could be out of the battle. But I don't, in a world of potential, I feel very safe right now. I'm going to go ahead and take.
in a world of potential. We have lives. I mean,
I'm going to take 2 more. Let's go.
so you
there.
can only attack by playing an attack card.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's only so there's only so many
Okay,
attacks in your
alright,
deck.
I'm getting
I did
I
a
love
little
this art.
cruise through the Pink Rangers deck earlier, and there are not that many attacks.
Uh-oh.
All right, so now we get to start with an attack. So let's talk through this with everybody here watching and ourselves, because we haven't actually played this together. So
Right.
this is a real time. This is actually probably most like what it's going to be like if you get this on your table for the first time. You're playing with your board game group, your friends, your family. These are the decisions you're going to have to work out. These are the conversations that hopefully you're going to have. Now, Zach, is it correct that my understanding is we'll do a turn and then the flanking card will essentially activate and do nothing? because it doesn't have an ability.
That's right. It's a passive.
Then-
And the way they take their turns is they exhaust a card, the first most card, right? So then it wouldn't do anything.
Then we'll take another turn, and then this card will do a thing, and then we'll take another turn, and this card, and then this card, and then the battle's over.
And then we get one turn after the last card
Okay.
activates.
How do we defeat the enemies?
If you look the top left, there's a stat, the health.
Okay.
That's how much damage we have to do.
And-
And then attacks, the cards will show a number of dice.
Okay.
That's how many dice you get to roll when you make that attack.
Okay.
So if you look on the die, there's this
Right.
blank symbol, there's a hit, and there's a double hit. And there's 2 blanks, 3 hits, and a double hit.
Okay.
So your average is probably it's a little under 1 per die. So if you're rolling 3 dice, you should expect 2 or 3 damage.
Okay.
But that's how you defeat this.
And
now,
so if you defeat a card, that's actually defeating a putty, right?
you'll remove the miniature and we'll flip the card over.
Okay.
So that when it's that card's turn to go, it activates,
skips.
but it doesn't do anything.
So it
takes-
doesn't. We shouldn't even worry about flanking.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Flanking, well, the thing about
Personally.
flanking is it increases the damage done by the other ones by 1.
Right.
So currently that's plus 3 damage.
Yeah.
But obviously if we remove this, we save 4 damage immediately.
And the thing that I'm looking at too is like if we can get ahead of this line. So like if we can do some damage here, then this will do nothing. Get this done.
It'll do nothing.
Then it'll flip,
Then we can
and then
get the
it'll
other
do
one done,
nothing.
yeah, and so on.
Then we'd have to get this one
Now-
done. So we'll take an extra one from leaping attack for the flank. I think that's fine. One damage,
Unless we
no big
defeat
deal.
it, which I think we might. So that would be if anybody has an ability to do a damage randomly, that would be something to take note of.
I do have that.
Yep. Cool.
Randomly?
So anyways, we basically, in how much you talk about and strategize, right? Because it could become I've played games, like I played the old Lord of the Rings LCG.
Right.
And if you want it to be, it's like everyone kind of knows what's going on. And,
Sure.
and then you're just playing a group hand, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
Right.
I think it's a little more fun to basically have to negotiate on who's going to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
and then
yeah.
just do it. So if
I like that a lot.
I don't feel like I should go first, I'll just say that.
Okay.
Okay.
And Jonathan, how are you feeling over there?
I mean, I could probably actually do enough damage to take out cannon fodder
On a single blow.
on a single blow with my big old mammoth axe.
I think that's worth. an
All
attack.
right, let's do
Yeah, I
this.
think
All
it's
right, so I'm going to spend 1 energy for reckless blow,
Okay.
and it says before rolling, I can discard the top card of my deck to add 2 dice to the attack, which
And
I
now,
will do.
note that you flipped over your energy because it has a 1 in the top corner.
That's
which
right.
is the energy cost of that card.
That's right.
And you could also spin one from the shared pool.
I could.
if you wanted
But he was
to.
nice.
But he was.
Because
Yeah.
all
He
of
is
us
nice.
can have access. He still has access.
All right,
to
so
it.
I am going to roll now
And he
4.
flipped over a card from the top of your deck.
Because I get 2 attack plus 2 dice.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're rolling 4. And it's got 3 health.
This is also where there's those separate dice packs for the game. That's really nice, so they get more of the nice 3.
Three.
Boom. Nailed
Okay,
it. That's what
so
I'm talking
hit
about.
cannon fodder.
Boom.
Gone.
So it flips over.
Whew.
And that was your attack.
Thanks, Zach.
So good job. And then we'll remove the measure now. Something special happens when this happens.
Okay.
We'll do that first, then we'll come
Yep.
back to your ability.
All right.
So instead of just going away, it actually goes onto the power board. See the
Oh,
slots there?
yeah. Oh, that's
So
my job.
defeated enemies will go there. And then once
it's
we
experience.
fill
Oh,
up
that's
that
right.
6 enemy track, we'll actually get the top
It's time
Zord
for
card.
it's a Zord
And
time.
we'll gain a power level, right?
And we'll gain a power level. Yeah.
It's Zord
And then
time.
when we get to the end of the power level track, we get the Mega Zord.
All right,
Cool.
Jonathan, hit me with what is your card say?
All right, I've got
What's Zach
Hip Hop
doing?
Keto. Once per battle, after you defeat an enemy card with an attack, you may deal 1 damage to another enemy card adjacent to the
All
attack.
right.
Oh
Way
my
to go,
god,
Zach.
that's so good.
10 out of 2.
Nailed it, and
He's
it's
just gone.
done. Well done. Way to get around card
All right,
there.
so we defeated another enemy. So we put
Man,
it
what
on
a
the power
reckless
board.
blow. That was actually, that
one
made me
wasn't
feels pretty good.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, and I like too that so start of the battle, I poked it for 1, right? And then you come in, you slam someone with an axe, and then hits the guy next to him and also defeats him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Go Power Rangers.
Okay.
This is great. I mean, we just did it. So the funny thing
Which
is,
is a real cool thing.
We probably could have sent 2 Rangers here. I'm looking at and would have done pretty fine. So that's good to know. So now the enemy goes.
Now the enemy goes.
So
you'll-
flanking will do
Yep,
nothing.
Turn that.
Nothing.
Yep.
So now it goes back to the Ranger turn. You know what?
So this is the only enemy of consequence.
Yeah, I feel just fine.
You think you can get that? We have a couple turns to deal with this, so you don't necessarily need to use your most powerful attack. Again, the cards in our deck are very limited, so it's kind of that balance of like, how much do you commit to a certain thing, especially when it's not all that important.
I've got some ideas. So if a card says gain 1 energy, does that mean my personal energy, or does that go to the shared pool? Will it say specifically
When you-
go to the shared?
When you gain energy, it goes to the shared pool.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Because you can only store 1 energy.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
but at
So
the end
this
of a
is
fight, if there's
gone till the end of this fight?
right,
Is that correct?
but at the end of the fight, any shared energy left, we can distribute back to the Rangers. But like if we only have 2 over there and all 3 of us are out of our energy, then one of us is going to leave the fight.
I've
without
got the
energy.
next. I think Billy's got the
Let's
next
see it,
play on
Billy.
this one.
Let's do it.
Billy,
this
man
is
with the plan.
This is the exact. So once per battle, a ranger of my choice may draw a card and place one from their hand back on top of their deck.
I love that.
That's not even an action. That's just a thing
just
that can
happens.
happen. So
Strategize.
So Kimberly, why don't you go ahead and do that while I take my turn?
So I draw a card, and then I put one on top of my deck.
That's right.
Oh, you're helping Kimberly out.
Now, it really is good for Billy because he has a lot of cards that whenever they're flipped from the top, they do damage based on a reaction. But I like to be a little team player here. I like to set the tone. Setting the tone here. All right, here's where this card is perfect. Tactical Strike. It's a 0-cost card. It's a 2-dice attack, and after I play it, it goes on the top of my deck
Well,
instead
there
of
you go.
discarded. So I'm not wasting any energy. I'm getting some damage on the board.
That's very tactical.
And you're not spending a card.
I'm not
ultimately.
spinning a card.
All right, so you get to roll 2 dice, and I assume you're
dice.
attacking that cannon fodder.
That's right. It's gone. Nice,
Oh man,
Billy.
blank city.
Perfect.
Strategic.
It was tactical.
Very tactical.
Yeah,
Very
but we did
tactical.
buy ourselves some time. So now the Putty Patrollers go, we'll exhaust one, and it comes back to us. I have some...
Now, Jonathan could go again too. I mean, if that's the thing. It doesn't. We
That's
don't
true.
have to all take one. We could continue to.
I do have
Cruise.
a pretty solid attack,
Good.
but
Do it.
it's medium. Like, it's okay. And
Is it the kind of attack that would get you max energy back at the end of the battle? As in, would you have to use all that shared energy?
I wouldn't have to use that kind of a... It's
Okay.
not a massive
Not a
attack.
big attack.
Let's just go for
Let's
it.
go for it. Let's go for it.
All right, I'm going to play Arrow Shot. It costs me 1 energy.
Nice.
I get 3 attack dice. I also get to ignore the guard keyword
That's cool.
when I'm using
That's
it.
very
that would
archaic,
have
yeah.
been so handy on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Did
but-
you just draw that from?
No, I had it. But we didn't need it.
We didn't need it. You're right.
Zack Attack got in there and smashed it. All right, let's go 3 dice.
Oh
There
my
it
gosh,
is.
that's what I'm talking about.
All right, I rolled a 4 for those watching at home, by the way. So it gets defeated, and then it goes back to them, so they'll exhaust a card. And now, technically speaking, oh yeah, can you remove a soldier and put it
I
on the
sure
board?
can.
So we would get to keep going.
Yeah, let's.
Now-
We can get rid of
Let's
this
get more
flanking and
XP.
drop
Yeah,
a-
That's totally
we can
right.
drop a Putty,
I
man.
forgot that he was even there.
Yeah.
I've got a good option. I feel like 0 energy cards right now
Yeah,
are at a premium.
I agree.
Do you guys?
I have
feel
a
like
0
you have a good
energy.
0 energy option?
I have an okay 0 energy option.
I have a pretty decent one.
Do you want to
decent
use
one
it
as
now,
well.
or do you want to save it for the next go around?
Well, either way.
Jonathan,
How many cards have you spent over there? This is the thing we got to be careful. I only have 1 in my discard pile.
I've got 2 in my discard pile, but I do have cards that I want me to have
You
cards
just go
in
for
my
it. I
discard
have a
pile.
feeling you,
All
you
right.
want this.
Well, we'll mammoth slam it.
Mammoth Slam.
Mammoth slammer.
What's the special text?
If there are 4 or more cards in my discard pile, add 1 dice to it.
Okay, so you kinda wanna build
wanna
it up.
get
Yeah.
there. I get it.
All right, 2.
Attacking the
big money.
flanking.
Attacking
Here we
the
go.
flanking. 1.
All right, takes 1 damage. Sparks.
Close. Okay.
Okay, then
so
the
they
enemy
exhaust,
goes,
and we get one
and
more
then we
turn
get one more
after
turn.
that.
So we need to bring the magic here.
All right, someone, put some hurting on.
Okay, so we essentially don't want to spend energy if possible.
I have a great option here, unless you have something that's.
I don't know if it's better. How about you just go for it?
All right, let's do a counter jab then. It's an attack. It's going to automatically do 1 damage. So, given
Oh, that's
Billy's
perfect.
propensity to,
Yeah.
to role playing, well, there's
you
2.
got him. So
Dead.
can you grab another soldier and move it off to the side?
And this is also not panicked anymore.
It is still panicked.
Oh, it's still
It's only not panicked if we defeat every enemy. in that
everything.
zone.
I guess so. Yeah.
You got to
so
clear the whole thing
gotta
out?
clear
once
the
they start
whole thing.
panicking, they don't
Yeah.
stop panicking.
Yeah, there's one thing we've learned. All right, so now we go to the end of the battle, right?
Yep.
Right.
So is there a cleanup phase?
There
What
is
do we do?
cleanup, so we can basically redistribute the shared energy. So we have 2. We're the only 2 that don't have
Oh,
our
hey,
energy.
that works.
So we get to flip ours back over and flip those to used, essentially.
Okay.
And then we clear the enemies out. You'll shuffle those back into the Putty Patroller deck.
Okay, so they can come back in.
Yeah.
So
the
now we
cards
got a
always go
decision
back.
point here.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Well, I feel like the smart thing to do here is, because Steven used 2 of his actions, right?
Right.
So that's the end of the cleanup.
I basically get 1 move,
Yeah.
and I can go wherever I
So
needed for the battle.
I feel like before we move, I should initiate another battle here, so we can clean up, get rid of the
Okay.
panic token. Then I should use my last action to move. Steven should use his last action
And
to
I
move.
can use my last
And you
action
should
to
move
move.
and attack.
Now that's
Great.
what I'm talking about.
That's some
Do,
strategizing.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use my action to attack. So
All
we'll
right.
get 2 more shared energy.
2 more shared energy.
We're about to get a Zord. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I'm ready for the Zord.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for some Zord
So you'll go ahead and
action.
flip over the top 2, and remember
Yeah,
there's
just
There's
2.
a
We see
cannon
them
fodder
fast.
and a cannon fodder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
And
right.
so the fun part of this is that because there's only 2, we have a lot less turns to make this happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to get to it.
So I can drop to 5 if I want.
Yep. And I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, be careful over there. I mean, we don't need to press
Is
the
there
gas.
stuff that discards? And then what does refresh do?
So recover is an action you can take, and you gain an energy back, and then you can take 6 shields. We didn't take any damage that round, so we didn't get to show the shields off. Back from your discard pile into your deck. But
6 shields.
We didn't take any damage that round, right?
I will take 1 card.
All right, live life on the edge.
Also, when you're taking your cards, you can take them one at a time and decide when to stop.
Oh,
So
Willikers.
handy.
it's very handy.
Isn't
So like
that
if you only had
something?
1 and you want to make sure you have an attack or something, you can basically draw.
Oh,
until
that's
that
really
point,
cool.
and then
All right.
you stop. Okay, so we're fighting. We have the
I'm gonna take
enemies
one.
at the start. I'm going to go ahead and do a damage to the first enemy.
Oh, right on, because Kimberly's got the power.
She's got the power.
Okay, then we get the first turn. So we need this. We need 2 damage
I
here.
feel like
that's priority number
if Zach can do it, his ability makes him awesome because he just smashes it and does 1 to his neighbor.
You're the lead ranger too.
That's
aren't you?
right.
Does
Thank
that mean
you.
you get the attacks? You take the attacks?
That means no. We decide that when we're
Okay.
taking them. That just means I get to choose the enemies we fight.
okay.
So if there were 6 or more, right? It also, if an enemy card references the lead ranger, which some of the bosses and monsters are more likely to do,
That makes sense.
I'm the one that's affected by that. So sometimes they'll say lead ranger can't play an attack or that kind of thing.
That makes a lot of sense. And of course, I redo the tactical strike that had gone, so I can just keep recycling these tactical
It's so
strikes. Way to
tactical.
go, Billy!
Way to go, Cranston.
Cranston, bringing the party here.
All right.
You got something
I
good?
don't really have anything.
Okay.
I can do
I thought we could depend on you.
I can do something, but it's not worth.
I've
it
got
right
some.
now.
I've got a good shot at this.
Great.
Okay.
What do you guys think? You think that's you got a good feeling about it?
Yeah, no, you go for it.
All right, let's just throw some mighty maces at this thing.
Go,
3
mighty
dice.
maces.
That's essentially what it is.
All
Now
right,
this
cost
is
1.
this is kind of how Billy plays. If it's revealed for defense, I gain an energy.
It's got
whenever
that
this
star right
happens.
above that shield.
So that's important. Is I'll
He's
probably
really
want
good
to
at
start
defense.
tanking some of the damage.
Okay.
But I spend it on attack season.
We're okay with that. All right, so you're rolling 3. We need 2 damage here.
It's a big Billy Mace.
You know what? Hold on. Before I do that, let me do my ability. I'm going to draw 1 and put 1
He's
on top.
strategizing.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave that one on top.
Now you know.
Oh yeah.
2.
Two
That's what we
exactly.
needed.
All right, so you'll take another
2,
putty and put him over on
3.
the board.
All right, then enemy Putty Patroller goes,
Mm-hmm.
and now we've got 1 shot at another 3 health attack.
Well, we'll get 1 more after that, but if we don't defeat it, we will have to take damage, which I think will be fun to
That's right.
demonstrate. I have an attack I think could maybe do it.
Do it.
Do you feel confident? I mean, are
There's
you like
one that
powered
could,
up for it?
There's one that could definitely do it.
Is it that I'm not gonna ask that. That pay the money to get the hits.
Pay the
card?
money to get the
No,
hits. Yeah, I've
no.
got some pay the money to get the hits
Yeah,
cards.
you save that card. That card's good. It's just my big attack, but I don't know if it's worth using.
It's totally not worth it.
All right, let's not do it. Can I use a different attack? We're good
Yeah,
for
you
this?
can do whatever you want.
I'm going to use my energy and do another arrow shot. So I roll 3.
That's
Hopefully I
great.
can roll 4 damage again.
That's great.
Well, I had one that could roll more, but I just don't want to use that
Just
yet.
do it. Just get her done.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm
yeah,
talking
money
about. That is
maker.
what I'm
All
talking
3.
about.
Okay, so this is fun. We get the Putty Patrol over there.
All right.
So it fills up the track. So you'll move the power level up 1. Then you'll remove all those Putty Patrollers. You give those back to Steven for safe storage.
I got
You
excited
would for the
about
Zord deck.
Whoa!
I want that Zord.
All right, and so the way the Zord deck works, we didn't show the setup of this, but the Mega Zord is on the bottom every time. And so we're going to reveal a random Zord, and if the ranger that it matches is in play, they get control of that Zord. Otherwise, we share it.
Okay.
And any ranger can activate it. So go ahead and flip over the first, and we'll see who the lucky winner is.
Bring it to me. Oh, that Tyrannosaurus.
Billy
All right.
Tyrannosaurus.
So we get
That's not Billy,
the
that's,
red Zord, and what is the ability saying?
Exhaust this card before a ranger performs an attack to add 2 dice to that attack.
Okay, so we can use that once a round. So all of our
Once a
actions,
round, not a
so
battle.
not a battle.
Got it.
And because it's the red ranger, any player can use that.
Okay.
Okay. Can we just leave it up there? That's a
Yeah,
nice place for
100%.
it. I like that.
Okay, so then,
They go.
yep.
And
Nothing
now we actually have 1 more action if we want to take it. Now, I'll show you reasons why you might actually do that. Let's. It's not probably the best play right now, but let's go ahead and make it a play. So let's play Knowledge is Power. It's a maneuver. I gain an energy,
I like that
which
already.
I'll take here. And then a ranger of my choice can search their deck and add it to their hand. Add a card to their hand. So, Jonathan, why don't you search your deck there?
Interesting
Actually,
to
hold on.
know.
Your deck's
Ooh,
low.
my
Let's
deck's
have
low.
Zach do it.
Yeah.
You're
I didn't
like
see anything.
You're riding and dying over there.
I got one more to discard before my Mammoth Slam gets hot.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
That's the card I want.
All right, and then the battle is now over, right?
Mhm.
So those energy get distributed. Looks like only one of them can make it.
Yep, the other goes away.
They'll go away. Putty Patrollers will get shuffled back in. And at this point, are we unpanicked?
We are unpanicked, so the
Okay.
panic token gets removed from the board.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, that worked nicely. Look at that.
Yeah.
It
Would you
held.
look at that?
There's still some engineering on that one that needs to get done, but it's getting there.
You can imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine.
You can imagine the difficulty in doing that. All right, so now we have a couple actions left. We're going to stick to our plan, I presume.
Yeah.
You want to jump, fight?
Do. Yeah.
That could be a backpack.
Can you go ahead, run, jump. Yeah, we'll move over. We all use an action to move.
And
All
you
right.
have the fight left. don't you?
Go, Zach Ranger, yeah.
That's pretty cool. We all let a fight this round.
All right, I'm
Very,
leading
very
fights, and we got Super Putty Patrollers.
Okay,
I
so
assume-
first we can draw cards up to 5. Is that right?
I don't want to draw.
I don't.
I'm going to draw. Wait, no, I want that one
Do
on
I
top. I
wanna-
know what it is. I'm going to leave it.
I have to discard if I take damage, is that the idea?
Yes, up to the shields of damage you take.
Yeah, so if you take 2 damage, you would flip cards from the top of your deck until you revealed 2 shields or more.
At least 2, like combined.
Yeah.
So like 1 plus 1 would
I'm going to take one
be
more.
2 by
Living on the edge.
standard math.
Two cards left from that deck.
And we've got the Tyrannosaurus too. I feel good about this. Okay, so now I'm going to flip 1 Patroller and 2 Super
That's
Okay,
right.
good. I was
So-
about to ask about that.
The stacking of the cards over there, it goes in the order of the priority of the enemy.
Okay.
So the basic Putty Patroller is below, the Super Putty Patroller is above,
Okay.
as Steven's flipping these out. And so we'll, like I said earlier, start with the top left. And we'll go left to right, go the next row left to
So
right.
the worst stuff resolves first,
Yep.
generally.
Oh, so the little Putty Patrollers resolve before the big Putty Patrollers?
Yeah, top,
way around.
top left. That's
Okay.
there.
Worst
So-
to
And how do we know that the big Putty Patrollers are better than the little Putty Patrollers other than just basic English?
well, look at them.
Oh, they got 2 heads!
Look at them.
They're huge, Jonathan.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We all watch the show. I mean, they're bigger.
They're super.
How do we know the giants in
Super
Game of
Putty
Thrones are
Patrollers.
stronger than normal
Yeah. Well,
humans?
you can just use your brain on that.
All right, fair enough. I just,
I do think, technically speaking, that they are considered equivalent. Like, because you see the little icon on the bottom of the card.
right.
So I don't know, you basically pick 2 foot soldiers when you start the game, and there's a range of foot soldiers that are coming. It's not just Putty Patrollers. So at the start of the game, you'll probably shuffle up, 1 card for each of the types, and then put 2 out, and it's a cool way to
Okay.
make the game a little
So you
different.
could have
every
a
time.
ton of foot soldiers just continuing on the expansions that you can swap in and have new experiences
100%.
with. Okay, and then does guard account just the line?
Left to right.
Left to right. Okay,
Yep.
cool. So we don't have to worry about that. So we have flipped 2 Putty Pummels, and it's just 3 damage, 3 health. So if we don't do anything, we'll take 3 damage. Then the next turn we'll take 3 damage. Next turn we'll take 2 damage from cannon fodder.
Cool. Start of the round, can you give us 2 energy?
I can.
Can
I
you do a
it.
damage to that first enemy for me? Kimberly,
Why,
getting in there?
yes, I can. Thank you, Kim.
All right. Can old Zack attack put an end to that first Putty Pummel? If he smashes it, it does a free damage over to the side.
That's true. Ideally, we want Zach to get the swing, but can Zach get the swing with the help of the Tyrannosaurus, adding 2 dice maybe?
Zach can definitely do that.
That's what I'm talking
that's
about.
The Zach,
See that
that's the
face?
Zach move we're
This
going
is a
for.
man.
Those
He's
eyes
getting
got
his
lit. I
sword.
was like,
Exactly.
"Aw, yeah."
All right, we're gonna get in the Tyrannosaurus sword and we're gonna sweeping strike the target.
Oh man, this is great for you.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
so we'll
4.
exhaust it.
To
So
show
I
that it's
get
been
4,
used.
To add 2
right?
damage, yeah.
I like that
Okay.
you're adding the red die.
Yeah,
here.
add the
That
red
makes
dice.
sense. That makes all
Perfect.
sense.
All right. So I am actually going to attack this guy.
Oh, because if you defeat him, you'll do 2 to his friend.
That's pretty smart.
This is go big or go home kind of
This is
stuff.
the big go home moment, and we went
Oh,
big.
yeah. Nailed it.
Boom.
3.
All right, 3. Take it out, and then I get deal 1 damage to an adjacent
From the
card
sweeping
from the
strike.
sweeping strike,
Okay,
and
let's do
then
that.
because I'm a hip hop kiddo, I get to deal 1 to another
love that.
enemy adjacent card.
Boom.
Okay, and
Look
then
at
you
these
want to
sparks
move the
flying.
2
Hold on,
super
let me
Putty
enjoy this for a
Patrollers to
second.
the old power board. Boom.
Look at that. Come on, that looks awesome.
Would you look at that?
That looks awesome. Hey,
This has been a pretty clean sweep round.
we have been doing extremely well. Zach and I got a little wrecked.
Shredded,
when we,
yeah.
when we played
yeah?
a few times.
It's not going to get easier.
Yeah.
Now they go?
Yep, so they go.
Okay.
They ain't going nowhere.
Does anyone have a once per battle thing? I've got still the once per battle. I don't need it. Does anyone want to draw one and put one on the top? Anyone plan on taking damage?
I mean, if we get this thing off the table, we don't.
I mean, Zach, why don't you do it? We may as well use it. You may as well draw
cards?
one.
Okay, I will draw
Because you can
one.
always put it right back.
Put something on that. I'll take that.
All right, so Tyranno, that was helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was.
Mighty Morphin Red.
I like it when a plan comes together.
Okay. So in terms of attacks, does anyone have a single attack they think can take care of this?
No, but I've got a fine attack. You know what it is? I put it on the top last turn.
Is it a tactical strike?
Yeah, it's so tactical.
I feel like, how many cards do you have?
I've got 4 cards in my hand.
And you have only a couple? I feel like it makes more sense for me to use one of my cards.
Okay, yeah. Get into that.
Maybe
Now,
not.
at the start of the next turn, do we get to refill our reserves or anything? Okay, so if you use a 2 energy attack here, one of us is going to be without reserve energy going into the next turn.
That's right.
That's fine.
That's
Is that what
cool.
you're going to do?
I don't think so.
Now, if you do 1 or 2 and I can do 1 or 2, we got time. We got one.
Yeah, let me just start with this. You'll finish. We'll probably finish off this.
Okay.
Send me. So I'm gonna do a flying kick. We
Famous
gain.
last words for
we
Billy
gain an
Cranston
energy,
there.
Gain the energy, great.
Ooh, yeah.
and then I only get to roll 2 dice though.
Okay.
But that'll give someone the ability to actually use some energy and
Okay.
not feel bad about it.
I was
So
already feeling
We're gonna
that.
attack that cannon fodder with a flying kick. 2
Nice,
damage.
2
Nice,
damage.
that's great.
Zach.
Kimberly's been very accurate this time. It makes sense. She's the bowman or bowwoman.
Enemy goes, and now we have 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Shall I tactical strike it?
Get it in there.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, we have extra energy,
Yep.
so I could make sure that it happens, but I don't want to waste a good card, you know?
I totally.
You can always
understand.
But at the
recover
same
those
time, you
cards.
can recover and put it back on the docket there. We all know it's tactical strike. Let's just come on, Billy.
Don't blank out on us.
Tactics. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, it's a story. It's going to unfold. Well, we'll get to take some damage here, which will be exciting.
Don't worry, it's going on the top of the deck. I'll get to do that again later.
Okay, so we missed, which is fun.
We didn't miss.
Billy
Zach.
missed. Yeah, sorry about you. So the next card goes, and we'll actually see damage for the first time, which is a good thing to see. So it says deal 2 damage, and we get to choose which ranger is actually going to take that damage.
Okay.
I have.
Can it be me?
It's probably going to be you.
Thank you.
So this is how this is going to work. You're going to flip a card from the top of your deck,
Okay.
and the first thing we'll do is check how many shields are on it.
2.
It's 2.
Okay? So you're going to block that 2 damage with that shield, and then because you've blocked all the damage, attack's over.
That's it.
If you had revealed less, if you only revealed 1 shield as an example, you would have to keep flipping cards until your cumulative total equal
equal
or
to
exceeded
or
whatever the
exceeded.
damage. And if it exceeds, the card that you flip that actually makes you exceed goes on the bottom of your deck instead of discarded. So if you'd
that's
revealed a
good.
3 here, actually nothing would have happened.
Okay, I would
would've
have
gone to the bottom of
It
your
would,
deck.
and then it would have gone to the bottom.
Mhm.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
Yep. Okay, so then it went. We get 1 last attack to try to finish this off.
Do you have anything?
I mean, of course I do.
I have something, but you don't want it.
Is it a mean streak?
Let me just do this to make up for the fact
Yeah,
that Billy
I think
just
that's fair
did
enough.
nothing. I'm just gonna do the old Blade Blaster.
Okay.
So 1 energy, and it's damage equal to the amount of energy you spend. So
Pachoon.
1 damage.
All right.
Done.
Can you put that over on the...
I'm not rolling dice ever again.
Yeah, we're out of here. Can I just put 10 blade blasters in my deck?
Yeah,
I'm just
right?
kidding.
I
It's not
wish.
constructed. Okay, so it's defeated. We remove the enemy. We'll do cleanup. We'll shuffle those cards back into the enemy decks.
Okay.
We get to pass out the reserve energy so you guys can both get your energy back.
Thank you.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay, and then we have arrived at the end of the round. So a little extra cleanup here. We're going to flip our action tokens back to active.
It's so strange that you're teaching this game.
Me?
Yeah, it just never happens. You're never the person who's in charge of the
That should
rules.
speak to how excited Zach is about this game.
Yeah,
that he
or
actually
it's to the
learned
point
it.
where everybody watching is like, they have missed 5 things.
Or they just wrote the
It's
rules.
pretty simple. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a nice
that's a good
streamlined
thing.
rule set. It kind of works how you
Yeah,
expect
if
it
we
to
did
work.
get anything wrong, feel free to comment below, and by
Yeah.
sometime in the future, we'll fix
And
that.
Tyrannosaurus is back.
He
right?
does come back.
Tyrannosaurus back.
And we stay there.
We stay at the juice bar.
Yeah, and
Look
so-
at us. Let's go get some pumps in. while we're here.
This is that's right. This is where you can see where it's going to start getting a little more challenging because last time we had full actions, but this time it's like John's almost out of deck. He's going to probably have to
That's
take
what
a
you
recover
think.
action at some
I
point.
don't have any cards.
Same. You have
I
no
can
cards
do that
in
at the
your
start
hand,
of the turn.
So
but
like we're going to have to be careful.
yeah, we're gonna have to take some recovers this time, and
It's
I feel like
just
it's
gotta
about to
happen.
get hot too, because isn't one of the big baddies gonna come
Yeah,
out?
when does how does that work? So it's just the Putty Patrol
about to
first,
find
baddies
out.
second, boss third? 3 rounds?
Technically, a monster could show up on the first turn.
Oh, because it's the draw thing.
Yeah,
I got it.
So
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we're going
yeah.
to do, you essentially at the start of the game, you have a stack of 20 enemy cards that match these decks over here. And you add into it the 2 bosses and the monster. But the 2 bosses have to be somewhere between cards 6 and 10.
Okay.
And the second boss or monster is from 11 to 15, and the boss comes at the end. But if it's the first card in that stack, because you shuffle them up in like individual 4 stacks and then stack them all together. So if it's the first card in the stack, though, the monster could have come out on turn 1.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a location on its back. It just has the face of the
So when you
monster.
flip to that, it flips over and you deploy the enemies and the monster to that location.
So we can
So-
have an insane first
which we're
turn
about to do.
sometimes,
So
yeah.
let's just do it.
All right,
So
so
5 more cards
5
coming
more
up.
Five
cards?
more cards.
Golly, every time.
Here we go. So first one. you
2
see-
normal Putty Patrollers down at Monster.
at monster. So you flip over the monster, and
we
we'll
go.
see who we're fighting against.
Little finsters in the background there. Knasty Knight.
All right.
Knasty
So
Knight.
if you could bring Knasty Knight for me.
Boom! Look at this. This is beautiful miniatures. That's actually really nice. They did a good job.
And
with
then
this.
they come with their own enemy deck, which you'll shuffle up. And so where are they going? The 2 Putty
Oh,
Patrol and
perfect.
Knasty
To
Knight.
Ernie's.
Coming right to Ernie's juice.
Come at us.
So let's just do this.
Come
let's
at
get
me,
this
bro.
action going.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
And then his little sidekicks.
You know, there was a part of me that when I played this game for the first time, I was thinking there could have been a lot of, component costs essentially saved if these figures weren't actually here and you use just like cards or something to, like Arkham where you move to the right location. But it needs to feel big and crazy.
Yeah.
That's the only way this game is as fun as it is you need to feel the weight of this situation in person.
Well, and I feel like because the game is the kind of game where you're basically getting flooded with enemies, to feel like you're being flooded with enemies, there needs to be 30 enemies out.
Yeah, that's fair. You need to feel them.
Okay, so that was the first deployment.
Oh, yeah.
We have 4 more.
Oh no, we're gonna
And
lose.
technically, the last one could also be another monster.
Better not be.
Yeah.
Okay, just one.
So
It's
this
fine.
is just the second deployment, even though
2.
we've drawn 3 cards.
That's right. The
correct.
monster does not count.
Industrial.
One right
District.
there. Hey,
Done.
he's got a buddy.
Buddy.
Ooh,
3
threes?
Super Putty Patrollers to the high school.
Okay, that's fine. They're maybe
Never
just
liked
have
that
to.
place
That
hang
was
out.
1, 2, 3.
Good luck, kids.
That's number 3.
Let's
I'm
do
counting over
1
here.
more.
2 more.
2 more.
The monster doesn't count. We're not getting out of this one.
Another Super Putty Patrol to the Industrial District.
Okay, that's becoming a thing.
And
See
last
ya.
one. Another 2 Super Putty Patrollers to the high school.
Ooh, man, this is a nasty high school, and it's at 5 now.
Yep, so
Is
it becomes
panicked?
panics. And when we deploy a boss or a monster, that
auto
space
panics.
also becomes panicked.
Oh,
And what's the
no.
downside of panics?
If all 4
other than just,
locations
like-
are panicked,
All 4 of them are
we lose the
panicked.
game.
Yeah, we lose. We straight up lose.
That's not ideal.
That's not what we want.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so the board just happened.
But we're in a position to really take on this boss quite nicely.
Yeah.
Now, how do we get this boss off the board? He
So-
makes me nervous.
Basically, when we fight a boss, we'll flip 4 of the boss cards over, along with up to 4 of the foot soldiers over, right?
Right.
And then we have to defeat
4 of their cards?
4 of their cards.
Okay.
So, and I want to confirm it's 4 really quick.
I'm almost certain that it is.
And then,
I
'cause
remember
the-
that from our earlier games.
The boss, the Rita, we're gonna have to defeat 6, and we only deploy 4 a turn, so it requires us
Oh, the double.
to
That's
defeat
right.
her across 2 turns.
That's
I
gonna
remember
get pretty
that
spicy.
revelation for us was amazing.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, we have to stay. So here's the thing, though, right? Like the monster is definitely harder to defeat than the foot soldiers,
But it only takes 1 action.
and we're all
We
here.
don't even have to move.
The first question I have is, does anybody need to recover?
I'm going to recover.
Ooh, that is a good question.
So I'm
let's see.
recovering.
1, 2,
Now,
3, 4,
before you
5.
do that, though,
Okay.
remember a recover gets you an energy.
Oh, I don't need that.
That's true.
Not
But
yet.
I can't recover during a battle, right?
Maybe we should fight first and then
Then
see
recover.
where we're going to
Because if we
I'm into
fight
that.
and really spend our energy,
Because right now, if I have another Mammoth Slam, that's good for me. I'm not saying that I do or don't.
as long as
maybe one of those
as long
cards.
as long now I will also say the monster is going to be tougher. So like as long
hope
as someone can take some hits,
I can take some beef.
I think,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Billy
He's
can
got the
take
beef.
some beef.
Zach can't, but that's okay.
That's not,
I'm just going to tank it. I'm going to tank it here.
I'm mediums.
All right.
Medium.
All right, let's do it.
And don't you forget about the Tyrannosaurus.
We got the
over there.
Tyranno.
Don't you dare. And also, another just kind of caveat to be aware of is, we didn't do this the first time we played. When you defeat a monster, you automatically power up 1 level.
Oh my gosh. That would have made things
So
way
we
better.
could, if we, we're so close to powering up twice. on this
I
very
want to
one.
fight. Can I take the action?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Billy's fighting.
Get up there, Billy.
All right, so we're fighting, and I assume you're going to bring in the Putty Patrollers and...
Is there
there an option?
a true order to the way that I draw cards versus seeing those cards revealed? I assume that I draw these first before I get to see those.
That's some technical stuff,
Man,
Billy.
we're getting deep here.
That's tactical.
Steven typically is more fastidious about that.
All right, so this is yes, that's right. But you're asking the question. Here we are. So the first
questions
thing
that
that
matter,
happens,
right?
we
Hard
declare the
hitting
battle.
questions.
Add 2 energy to the shared pool.
All right, let's
All right, yeah, let's do it. I love
Ranger
following
may
orders.
draw any number of cards from the deck up to a maximum hand size of 5 cards.
I'm drawing 2.
All right, hold on.
I think, yeah, I just want these.
This is right for me.
This is right for me.
This is right for me.
All right, then enemy preparation. For each foot soldier present, draw 1 card from the enemy deck. If a monster or boss is present, draw 4 cards from their enemy deck. So we have 2 Putty Patrollers, and we have...
Okay, this is not terrible. That's just damage. I was afraid we are going to get that flanking and stuff, and then that can make the boss roll
So
back.
can you read these cards as they're coming? Because I feel like these are the boss and monster cards are where the magic happens.
Okay,
And the
so our
art is
first
so
one is a Lion Shield. This art is phenomenal. 4 health, guard, and passive ability. After a ranger deals damage to this card, that ranger suffers the same amount of damage. How could you beat that? It's like thorns. It's impossible.
You're just going to take... He's nasty, man.
That's wild.
He's nasty.
That's
He's nasty.
wild.
All right, how about a nasty slash? 4 damage, 4 health.
All right.
Another Lion Shield that is guarding the nasty slashes. And a smash and slash. Deal 3 damage to a single ranger twice. Wow, this guy...
You ever feel like one of us is about to get chomped?
It feels like one of those games where I was lulled into a false sense of security
the
whenever
first
we just
round?
like pwned
Yeah.
all the Putty Patrollers.
That's exactly how you're supposed to feel. You're correct.
I
Okay.
don't feel like that anymore.
So
Okay,
we've got
so-
2 guards, which is relevant. So we can only attack the Lion Shields. When we do, we take damage.
So
And it's not even... So even Kimberly's ability will trigger that damage. It says damage, not attacks.
oh.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh indeed.
Oh. So here's what I'm going to venture to say.
I think this is going to stick around.
I think I should do my free damage to the Lion Shield on the right.
Okay, and take 1.
Yes, we'll take 1.
What are the chances it's a 2 shield card on top, though?
Are those the cards that deal the damage back to us?
Yeah.
The pain. See,
Let's
it's
do it.
reflecting.
Let's Lion Shield it. You said it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You ready?
So I take a damage.
Now,
Now what I really need is a 2 on top
you
to
need
put
2
it
on
on the
top.
bottom.
Yeah, you need 2 on top.
I have a bad feeling
Go ahead
about
and do it.
this. I would, if I knew my deck better, I would know this.
Go ahead and do it.
Oh, it's a 3.
It's a 3.
So because I blocked more of the damage, it goes to the bottom of my deck.
Okay,
and
so
now,
that's fine.
important information, I know the bottom card of my deck
Right.
is a 3.
Now, the other piece of this that's relevant is doing small bits of damage to this is better than doing one big swing because the likelihood of you having a 2 or 3 shield card that goes right to the bottom is high.
Yeah, but they do have guard. So if
Yeah.
we're going to attack, we have to attack it. Now, that said,
It needs a tactical strike. I wouldn't take any damage in return if I use that tactical strike
Could you place it on top of your deck?
because I'd roll all blanks.
Oh, right.
I get it. He's funny.
You're funny.
So, and those soak up damage, not just guard.
That's true.
Guard soaks up damage, not just attacks, is what you're saying.
How do we feel about that Tyrannosaurus?
Is that what you just told me? Why did I have to do damage to that thing?
Oh, I thought you had to attack it.
To do this?
I thought guard was the attack.
Why did I thought you just told me I had to do the damage
Well,
to
Yeah.
that
you
thing.
said you were going to do it.
Well,
It
because
just
guard, you
says,
have to attack a guard, right?
After a ranger deals damage to this card, you take 1 back. You could choose to do it here or here.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's right.
It's not
because
going to matter
I see what
much.
you're doing.
Well, it could matter if old Zack Attack here smashes one of those things and does a damage
And
to
could
the...
somehow do 3 damage to a
They
non...
did 2 extra last time.
Well, but that was a pretty miraculous situation. I don't
Pretty
feel like
nice.
he's capable
I'll
of-
just do 1 because I
performing
got
at
my
that
card
level.
back and I
Yeah.
think that's fine.
Really, we need to hit this Lion Shield and then hit this nasty slash if possible.
All right.
That's like a miracle.
I think Zack Attack's got it.
Oh, here we go. He's going to get Lion Shielded into the graveyard.
Hey, wait a second.
You're gonna like it.
Okay.
You're gonna like what I'm about to do.
Hey, I
Is it
believe-
okay if I use a Tyrannosaurus though?
Yeah, it's always okay.
Just be careful. Those shields will kill you.
Okay, hold
So
on.
you think?
Actually,
No, man. I got this. It's gonna be so cool. You don't even.
I'm gonna use Billy's ability before we do anything else.
Okay.
Ability?
Yeah,
Ability?
that's funny. Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome. I'm here for the puns.
Okay.
Do you believe?
Does
I
Jonathan
believe.
have this?
I believe. All right.
Let's find out.
So we're gonna Power Axe. Costs 3 energy, but just
Ooh,
trust on
here
this.
comes
You gotta just
the-
trust on
here comes
this.
the pain.
trust
He's gonna axe himself right back in the head there on that lion shield.
He's a Tyrannosaurus.
Is that a
See if
5
it's a
dicer?
5 dicer.
All right, what are we attacking here? It's got to be one of these lion
It's
shields.
the lion
I
shield that has the
presume it's
damage
this
on it.
one. Okay, so no bricks here, right?
No bricks.
I don't know what you're
Okay,
thinking.
great.
Okay.
So you're doing 4 to it, but it's going to hit you for 4 back.
I'm doing 2 to it. Wait, hold on.
You can divide it?
I'm doing 3 to it.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm doing 1 to the Knasty Slash because I can take 2 dice from this attack and deal that much damage to each enemy card adjacent to the target. So I'm going to do 1 to either side.
Whoa, wait, what are you thinking? Do this one.
Do that one? Okay.
2 dice from this attack,
All
so
right.
it's the total dice. It's
So I can
not
do
even-
this. So I can do 3 to
Yeah,
both
you
sides.
do 3 to both sides, can't
Okay.
you?
Yeah.
Is that what that
I'll do 3 to
means?
both sides.
Is that what that means?
Let me read this. Let me just get in here. After rolling, choose 2 dice from this attack and deal that much to each enemy card adjacent to the target. Yes. So it does mean that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So you do all of this damage,
Oh,
the
I do
one.
all of the damage to the 1?
and then you do 3 to
And then
each
you do
neighbor.
3 to each neighbor. Yeah. That's the
But
way
Does
I
that
read it.
cap at 3 damage on that, or is that all
No,
coming
it
towards
doesn't.
me?
Let's say it doesn't.
What does it say?
What does it say?
After a ranger deals damage to this card, it suffers the same amount of damage. Can it take damage in excess
That's
of its health
This
value?
is give me a drum roll, please.
Pull out the.
So it
Pull out
does
the
that much
FAQ.
damage and the damage to either side.
Yes.
It must.
Wild.
But so normally it would only be 3 dice.
5.
Right.
So your odds of getting a 2 and a 1 aren't super high.
So you did 5 total to this thing?
Yes.
Ugh. So let's just have. We did 1 to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Zack attack may be
I told you
on the way out.
Luckily, that actually got 1 sign on it. You're
You
lucky.
just see, it's like that scene in Thor Ragnarok where he throws the ball at the wall and it comes back and hits him.
Don't worry, Zach's got it. He's a hip hop kiddo.
I love it. You keep saying that. All right, hold on. I know
That
this
joke's
is here
for me.
somewhere.
I can't. Do you really think that it is in there? This is kind of a.
Well, it's just dealing damage to an enemy. I just got to find out where that's at.
Okay. Ranger and enemy turns is a good place to look. I think ultimately, no matter what, that was a great move. That's really so. Lion Shield's then going to do nothing.
And it's going to go out, and I'm going to be able to do 1 more damage to one side or the other because
you can
of
defeat
hip
the
hop
thing on the
kiddo.
left.
Because you'll defeat it.
Unless
So-
you're dead.
Well, don't worry. Zach's still got it. Zach's still on top here. Zach's coming out strong.
Man, there's a lot of timing. So after you defeat, would you be defeated before or after you defeat? I'm telling you. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we need the spreadsheets. This is the proper
This
rule
is
book.
my least favorite part of this.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
What I want to see.
Oh, it's the deadly. You see this whenever you're playing a game, usually early on, where you notice that the person looking up the rules is flipping over
Yeah,
the
back
same
and forth.
pages, back and forth.
Where are the keywords I'm looking for?
Uh-oh, this doesn't bode well. I'm gonna go get a,
Okay.
get a drink.
Dealing hits to enemies. When you deal hits to an enemy, place hit tokens on that enemy card equal to the amount of hits dealt. If this results in an enemy card having hit tokens on it equal to or greater than its health, the enemy card is defeated and flipped face down in the combat sequence, meaning
It can have
you
greater
can
than.
have greater than.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
so-
take 5.
Now, here's the weird thing. I'm
Are you the
pretty
Green
sure.
Ranger?
I'm pretty sure I only did 4 to it.
What?
Because I had 3 for this and then 2 for the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah,
And
but this
then-
is. Oh, okay. So
And that was
one
just
wasn't
sitting there.
That was
Yep,
just sitting
that was just sitting
Okay,
there.
that's
Now,
fair.
we have to watch that. Someone's going to watch the tape. and tell us we're wrong.
Cheater!
All right, so then, luckily, I got these smooth moves. Play this card on Ranger suffers damage, reduce that damage by 2, and gain 1 energy.
Oh.
So you would be taking what?
4.
So you're only going to take 2.
I'm only going to take 2.
all right.
So
Hey, this has
then,
potential.
here's the Bloxies. 2.
2. He gets it. He's got 1
Okay.
card
He's
left.
fine. Okay, so you defeated that one, which
Hey,
is good.
that was handled really well, actually. I thought that was going to be worse. That reduced 2 is a
Yeah,
winner.
that's
a
why I
moneymaker.
was sitting on that one.
And then because you defeat it, you get to defeat the thing next to it?
That's right. I'm going to defeat the one that's coming next, the Knasty Slash, because
So,
I get hip
once
hop
per battle.
keto once per battle after you defeat an enemy card with an attack. You deal 1 to another enemy card adjacent to
Man,
that target.
Black Ranger. MVP. Okay, great.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
And what does the lion shield do? It doesn't do anything?
It doesn't do anything. It's guarding, so
Okay.
that's relevant. And
So-
we agree guarding is just for attacks, not
Yep,
for damage.
that's
right?
right.
All right, so then Knasty Knight's going to go, and he's surprised by what just happened.
That was a large
like
axe.
that was like out of news. He's like, I'm here, and then he's like, I just got chopped.
Okay.
Real good.
So it's back to us. We got some
mean-
work to do.
So I mean, one damage to a smash and slash is easy.
Someone's got to have that, right? Well, you have to do. Oh, does a Blade Blaster? It's because it's a special attack. It has to attack the guard, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, but not any
I think
sort of
any
funky
attack
stuff.
has to target the. Well, you couldn't target this card technically.
Right.
It's only to the left and right of guard. So this is wide open.
Oh, only left and right of guard. Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like a little friend zone,
Okay,
basically.
Let me do some
You know I
tricks.
have a tactical start. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, so if
We
you'd
can
like
just-
me
I
to
can
do
always
0 to
assume.
1 damage to this thing,
Yeah, go ahead and try that.
we can roll the dice, right? It's a 0 energy.
I mean, you have an opportunity. We got some time.
Here we go, Billy.
One shot.
Yeah, one shot.
Actually,
one opportunity.
give me some fresh dice. Let me get the just. Don't even think about these dice. New
I
dice.
thought you were going to just grab a different color. Just chunk them.
All right.
It is. Got the,
There we go,
the
Billy.
one we needed.
I saw that blink, and that goes back to the top of my deck because it's tactics.
Yep.
Way to go, Blue Ranger.
We're doing actually really good here.
So
Yeah.
is the smart thing to do now attack the putties and not deal with the shield?
If we get the 4th card, we defeat him.
We defeat
That's
him,
true.
but we need to do that.
Okay.
Because if
for
not,
sure.
he's going to keep hanging out. Also, when we defeat him, we get another Zord.
Oh, I like this word.
So 4 health's worth of damage needs
I
to
can do that.
happen here.
You want me to do that?
I mean, can you just do it like that?
I could do that. Yep. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm going to take aim, so I gain energy. Put one in the pool, please.
Oh,
Oh,
pull
that's
on.
me. All right.
And then I get to play another card after it. If it's an attack, I can re-roll any number of the dice during that attack.
That's good.
I'm going to spend 3 energy, so I'll use the 2 and the 1.
Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of dice.
That's 6.
It's the power bow.
Yeah.
oh, 'cause
power
you have
bow.
oh, that's why we got to do this. I see what's going on.
Yeah. And then I get to re-roll any of these dice as well, so I'm aiming for
What?
4.
Yeah, because of that.
Because of the take aim.
take aim. So
With my
take
power
aim
bow.
and then power bow. I mean, we're unloading on this.
Yeah,
guy.
this guy had
But we're
no
literally,
idea.
I mean, we're going all out here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zach, remember that you take all of the damage.
This is that card?
Yes.
I don't want to do this. We're doing it.
You can re-roll excess hits into blanks.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, that's the tactical strike right there.
I'm too accurate. All right.
Oh, you
so-
got to keep 4,
yeah,
right?
We'll take 4. And then I'm gonna
Unless you
re-roll these.
keep 3 and plan on one of those being a hit, right?
I can do that, because I know I can finish him off on the next
All
attack.
right, that's right.
Well,
right?
no, the problem with re-rolling the 1 is that it could be a 2.
It could be a 2.
It could be a 2. That's actually very true, but it's less likely than being a blank. Also, we should probably exhaust our cards when we use our abilities.
That's fair.
Not that you could ever like.
I'll just re-roll these 2 and hope I get blanks.
Okay.
And not 2s.
I've got a tactical strike.
Oh my goodness! He can't be stopped.
All right, what's the total damage here? We're gonna put it on and then we're
7.
gonna resolve it.
You're welcome.
My perfect plan.
I'll just hit
Okay.
him with the nukes.
This I could get very lucky here, but I probably won't. With
All right.
the nukes. All right.
7.
So there's 1 shield.
Okay.
4.
4 shields.
So you need a 3 shield here. And
I
you don't
do,
have it, right?
but I do have a 3 shield,
Oh,
but I
you
still
do.
die.
Oh, right,
I'm out of
because you
cards.
ended the thing. Right on.
Yeah.
Do we have any?
So I've never been defeated.
Well,
Cool.
Does anybody have any crazy reactions we can use to maybe
Oh, yeah,
save
that's
some
right.
bacon?
oh, wait. Yeah, let's make
Do you have a
sure.
reduced
Just,
damage
I
card?
don't know. That's right here.
You had 1 job.
That was my shield.
No, I don't have anything to help.
Well, let's see what happens when I get defeated. I told you I wanted to get defeated when we started this thing.
And then this gets defeated, right? Because you
Yeah.
did plenty of damage there.
Knasty
And
Knight.
that doesn't happen yet. That happens during cleanup.
Oh,
Because we'll get the Zord after the fact. Sorry.
All right.
Time.
All right, defeated Ranger. When a
Always
Ranger's
something.
combat deck is empty due to discarding cards that were revealed for defense during battle, they are defeated. Remove an energy token from the command center, so you can just flip. You can take one off if you want to flip it over. If the Ranger is defeated when there are no energy tokens remaining in the command center, we lose.
Okay.
The defeated Ranger's figure is immediately removed from the battle and moved to the command center. That Ranger shuffles together all cards from their hand and discard pile to form a new combat deck, then draws a new hand of up to 5 cards. The Ranger also takes 1 energy from the supply, and they get it as their reserve energy. If the lead Ranger is defeated, they must pass the lead Ranger token to another Ranger who is still participating. All Rangers in a battle are defeated. Proceed immediately to the battle cleanup step. So,
All right, so you came in with Big Dad bow attack
Just
and then
bam.
went back to the command center. Now Jonathan and I
That's
have to
right.
clean this up.
So what was that about? Proceed to the cleanup step?
if all of us are defeated,
Oh, okay.
we proceed
Yeah.
to the battle cleanup.
So
Now-
Knasty Knight's not off the board yet? You're telling me?
He stays.
Okay. So
But-
we get the Zord at the end.
we'll get this right
Because we
there.
still have 2 more of him just like
That's right.
Two more
fooling around.
Putty.
Yeah.
Putty
So
bros.
I got defeated, and this is not a normal rule, but I'm going to do something that's not in the rule book.
Oh my
because
gosh,
it's
house
fun.
rules already?
Yes. When we get defeated, I'm going to choose a different Ranger.
Oh,
It's like in
To
those
come back?
like
Yeah, I
Streets
like
of
that.
Rage where you can choose
So
a new
go ahead
person.
and hit me with that Red Ranger.
Red Ranger.
Ooh, you're going to take
Big
control
Jason
of
coming
Tyranno
in.
then.
Old Rexy.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just put that in the center.
Yeah, let's give you the Let's make
This already
it
has been
real.
used this round,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's been used.
Okay. And so basically, this will just let us show off each of the Rangers in this game, and when one of you is defeated, obviously you can swap out for the yellow.
Is
and then
Pink
we'll
gonna
keep
go
rotating.
back to the sick bay over
Sure.
here? Okay.
Okay. Wow. All right. So here we go. That was Zach's turn, right? So
Yes.
then enemies go.
Right?
And so
That
we've
was
got-
amazing.
We've got a couple. Now we've got to hit this guard
Yeah.
man first. I've got no energy,
I've got
if that's helpful.
very little things that I can do.
So wait, what happens if I'm in a situation where I'm just sitting here with no energy? Isn't there something I can do in a battle to gain energy?
Yes, you can, during the battle, you can spend one of your unused actions to gain 2 energy.
Just straight up.
Straight
And
up.
that goes to the pool.
And it does go to the pool, yeah.
Is that my turn?
Nope.
Oh my god.
It might be your action, actually.
Let's
let
find
me-
out if
let me
that's my,
confirm.
Yeah,
if that's
free
my
action
battle
would be
turn.
pretty nice.
Because if I can just gain 2 energy, but it kind of feels right that you have to waste an action to do something to power up an attack that you're about to do.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense to
I
me.
get it.
John, I'm going to do that. Spoiler alert. I mean, that's kind
Okay.
of what I've got to do. So go ahead and flip 2 energy up there on the shared pool, if you would, and then we'll find out if I get to immediately take a battle action or if I have to sacrifice it to do that on the energy front.
All right, so you can convert any number of actions in energy, and it doesn't take your turn.
Great. All right. Well, then now it's time
Oh,
for
great.
And
Now
it's 2 energy per action.
time for a power lance.
There's your last card.
It's my last card. So it's going to be 3 energy. So sorry, Jonathan, but I paid for it with an action.
That's amazing.
Let's get 3 there, and then I've got 4 dice coming in, and when I play it, I put it on the top of my deck. It's a
Ooh.
discarding. You see
That's
its
like
name.
a Billy theme.
Here we
What are
go,
you
Billy.
attacking?
I'm going to
Guard?
attack that cannon fodder. Yeah, it's got guards, so it's the only thing I can hit. How is it possible? How is it
got the
possible to
brains?
roll only blanks?
Well, hold on, let me see these blue dice really quick. Let's just see.
Let's just, are they weighted? I mean, is there a special?
3 hits! Nope, I don't think it's weighted. I think it's the person.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right, Billy. Well, Jonathan, that looked cool at least. We got a
Yeah,
power.
that was neat.
All right, Zach.
All right, over to you.
Uh-oh.
We've got damage coming in. I'll probably just soak up all that damage. We don't need to worry too much about that.
Well,
That's what I'm here for, it turns out.
That was amazing. That's so Billy.
That's pretty amazing. You went through and dad moded your 7 damage, and Billy's power attack is 0.
this is actually going poorly.
Yeah, very poorly.
All right, so I got to power up.
Yeah, so you spend an action, you waste an action basically to
Yeah.
get 2
I
power.
get 2 power.
I mean, can we? Here's the question: Can we realistically kill any of these? Because if not, let's just take our lumps and get out of the battle. Like, can you do 3 health worth of damage reliably?
No, but I don't know if I can block 5 health.
I can block 5.
Okay, cool.
I've got deck and I've got Billy mode. So why don't you just take that action back? Well, I guess it'd be nice to get the
Yeah,
energy.
we'll energy back.
That'd
up.
be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it like that.
Okay.
All right, so then your action is nothing.
My action's
Right.
nothing.
All right, so 2 damage. I know that I just put the 3 dude on top, so I'll take 2, and Power Lance will go on the bottom.
You want more than
That's great.
That's what it's about. You know,
That's what
I'm
we
playing
like.
Billy like it's supposed to be played. No 3D damage, and take the damage. Then another action will do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Then the old Putty Pummel will get me for 3. There's 2 shields from a tactical strike. Ooh, 1 for the counter jab. If it's revealed for defense, deal 1 to an enemy card of your choice.
Take that.
Ha!
So now that might change your math. If you think you can reasonably do 2,
Can we get one
Because
last
we get
turn?
one last
Can we do
action.
2 damage?
we'd at least remove a putty from the board.
It's a risk.
I could maybe do 2, but the risk reward on this is not.
Yeah, I like
anything
that.
I like.
Yeah, that's the tactical mind kicking
Yeah.
in. Okay, so we'll pass, and that will mean that
So this is cleanup.
damage goes away.
And so now, typically we would take any number of the defeated monster cards and set them aside
Okay.
until we get
so
to
we
4,
just roll
but
for
we're
the
at
deck.
4.
Right.
So a couple of things. 1, he gets removed from the board. 2, you're going to go ahead and reveal the next Zord card.
Come on. Yes!
Bum, bum,
Triceratops!
bum, bum, bum.
Yes!
All right.
Triceratops says exhaust this card to allow any ranger to choose up to 2 cards from the discard pile and return them to the top of their deck in any order. That's
Wow,
great.
that's powerful.
Billy the Sponge, yo!
Can that go at any time? So it's like, oh, I'm about to
Anytime
take
you're around,
damage.
100%.
Boom.
Okay, so
For us, it can. I don't know how it actually works.
you guys can redistribute the energy, so you guys can each gain your energy back.
I'm going to gain 1.
Yep. And then we are back to our regular turn. And my sense is, how close are you to not?
I've got 3 cards left in my deck. But if I take a turn to recover, I don't need the energy as the problem. If I could take a turn to recover and then we could fight these last 2 putties. Maybe I could fight them solo. I don't know if I can.
I feel like you should recover, and I feel like you should recover.
I need to recover as well.
And then I feel like Zach should move over. I can move, and then I can take my other actions to fight.
All right, so I can do up to 6.
Okay.
6 shields.
1.
Now, so that means you can generally get your good attacks back in your deck, or you can get a lot of your worse attacks back in the deck.
Yeah, I usually go with a lot of the 2s.
Yeah, but that just means your deck gets worse as you get to the boss.
Yeah.
Because you're getting tired.
That's really funny.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's really nice that it works like
It's
that.
a cool little.
Yeah,
All right, so this goes back to the top. Do I shuffle it?
Shuffle it in. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got no cards in my hand, and I've got 3 here.
I think you have to recover.
But I don't want to waste the fact that I don't get my energy. I need to recover my energy.
I need max value here.
It's so true.
Oh, yes.
Because we defeated the.
Oh. Does that work too?
Yeah.
So we get a Zord and we go up on the power? Oh, because we get a Zord
Yeah,
because we go up on the power.
that's right. That is correct.
Now, hold on a second. I could also Triceratops to put 2 cards to the top of my deck
Yep.
from my discard pile.
That's great.
But the problem is, like,
Then I could draw 3, and I could take on these 2 Putty Patrollers.
I'm into that.
I like it.
Billy style.
And you
Billy
can do it
style.
before Zach leaves if you want to have Zach with you.
Yeah, I can help out.
Yeah, let's
Just
do
in
that.
case.
Okay, so I'm going to use it right here. Boom. Triceratops.
Did you recover yet? You
I did recover, yes.
Exhaust.
I'm
allow
going
it.
to draw
Choose 2 cards.
2. That should be right. Yes, it is right.
It's just so right.
This is crazy. Okay, so I've got some choices. I could play. Are you going to be in a place where you can do maybe some damage?
I can do maybe some damage. I'm really going to be in more of a support role this time around.
It's just 2 Putty Patrollers.
just two
And we
Putty
start
Patrollers,
we
dude.
start the thing. We start a battle,
we would
so
have
we
to.
go.
Well,
up
we
to
haven't
2?
battled yet. I'm just
Ooh.
using the Triceratops, but we will. We will battle.
You drew your cards for your battle, but we're
did.
cool.
Let's do. Oh man, Billy, you got some choices to make, man. Let's do this on the top, and I'm gonna do a tactical strike on the top as well, for reasons. Okay, and now, do you want me to start the battle?
Yes, because I need to move.
You want to move over and help Red Ranger,
Yeah,
the
I
newly
think so.
minted Red Ranger?
You want me or Billy to help you?
Whoever you guys think is going to be most
All right,
effective.
let's send Jonathan to the battle.
Okay.
Okay, so start of the game, start of the thing, I can draw a number of cards. Okay. I'm gonna take 3.
Okay.
Yes, this makes sense. Okay, and now we do the. Oh, these are gone.
Yep.
So Knasty Knight's out of here.
He's
right?
gone.
All right, let's get him out of here. And
So
now
we just got to wreck 2 Putty Patrol. This is easy. This
it's
is
fine. This
Academy
is
stuff.
classic. I mean, this is
Academy.
just
Yeah.
old
It should be
school.
easy, but I've seen Billy miss a tree standing next to it.
Here's a leaping attack.
That's 2. That's nothing.
And a flanking. Okay,
Great.
so this is
This
great
is
for us.
fantastic.
This is great for us.
Yeah, so we have a passive and they're both 2 health. Again, they're just the Putty Patrollers.
Okay, so once per battle, I'm gonna draw a card and place one on the top,
Mm.
and it's gonna be this one.
So now technically, if you put a, oh, it does 3 damage that first one. Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. Don't deal with it.
I'm not dealing with that. So now we need to do 2 damage. Jonathan, do you like your odds or do you like my odds? Barring the rolls that I will undoubtedly be making.
Yeah, your personal odds or just the numbers.
Just
Numbers should be with you. I can't do much damage. Well,
I'm doing it.
Okay.
1 for Mighty Maces. 3 dice.
Yeah,
if it's
that's
revealed
it.
for defense, I gain an energy, which it won't be. Oh
There it
yeah,
is.
that's what I'm talking about.
Go Mighty Maces.
Go, Mighty
We solved our
Maces.
problem. Can you putty us up over there?
Putty up.
All right, so that's 4 hits, so that was easy. And then Putty Patroller goes and does nothing. Jonathan, how do you like?
This guy's not going to do anything, right?
That's true.
So like, unless you just
Give me a
really
shot.
want
Yeah,
to.
I want to
Give
get him.
me a shot.
Yeah,
at
go
it.
for it.
But, like,
go for it, Billy.
This is a great time for tactical strike.
Right. 100%.
Because
Perfect
it
time
just
for
goes right
tactical
on
strike.
top, and I get a shot at it. I'm using the blue dice.
1.
1 damage. That's fine. Then it does nothing, and then we have 1 chance remaining.
Oh, I don't like
We can lace these guys over here.
No, but we need to get this unpanic because it's very.
I do
likely the
want
whole
to
thing's
I
gonna-
forgot
unpanic this
that was
location.
panicked.
Why don't you do it? Just drop it. But like, don't drop a 7-die attack on it or something.
Save the juice. We need that thing you had earlier over here, where you were like, I'm gonna kill everything all at
You know
once.
what? I'm gonna blade blast it for one.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a very, very nice thing to do. Get him out of there. Clean this thing up. Unpanic it. Billy's going to be hanging
about
out
to
at the
power
juice
up.
bar.
Yeah.
Let me see. I
You'll
want
be
to
learning how to
make
use
sure
his
you
attacks.
you can power up mid-fight, because that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, the spin the action thing?
No, get the Zord.
Oh, right on. We did that earlier, didn't we? I like it. I feel like it's thematic.
Yep.
And then Jonathan, distribute those 2 energy back to
Okay.
us. And those get drained.
All right. You ready
All right,
for some morphin time?
I'm out.
Billy's gonna teleport over there.
You're not
Billy, you mean Zach?
I wish Billy
Oh,
was.
Zach.
All right. And Jason Lee Scott, also gonna come over here, make some room.
Do we want to go there or do we want to go over here
You
and just
could
like clear
clean
it
up
out?
the...
I think we can kill all these guys.
It's
can only kill
impossible
4.
to. You can only kill 4.
Oh, that's right. Well, they're not panicked. This is panicked.
Yeah, but we should get this.
It could be. You could leave the super putties just to troll around the school, if you wanted.
Okay.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. The decisions are interesting because I
Yeah.
don't know if that's
Well,
better or worse.
here's why we shouldn't. Because I have 2 actions,
Okay.
so I could fight twice,
Oh,
Oh, right on.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all
and
right.
you're gonna be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I'll be there.
Checks out.
Oh,
That
Ooh,
moment
this
around the
is
board
good, yeah.
gaming table where
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need.
All right.
What is this? 5 super putty
I'm
patrollers.
gonna draw one.
I mean, if you need an attack, feel free, but you're not gonna be able to take any damage
What
out
are
of
those
it.
other cards in your hand doing it?
Got it.
You better have some.
All right. Did you
heat.
initiate the attack?
I
Are
did,
we ready?
yeah.
Is everyone drawing what they want to draw?
Give me my energy over there.
Here we go.
I need to read my cards really quick.
Super Putty Patrollers, we are revealing 4.
I don't like it.
A
I
3
don't
health,
like
3
this. All
damage.
seems like a mistake all of a
A
sudden.
2 health that, if it triggers, will deploy an additional super putty at this location.
Could be
Called
good if we want
regrow.
more track.
A swarm attack, deal 1 damage, increase it by 1 for each foot soldier in the location. So that would be +5. That's fine. And then fast and guard. Engulf.
So that he does that right now.
And
It's
he's gonna
going to
go
be a
first.
drain 1 energy ability. All right. So anything need to happen before we start smoking?
I don't think so. They're fast, so they got to go first.
Okay,
We'll lose
fast
an
goes
energy.
first.
And so when energy gets drained, you always start with a shared pool,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you go to the ranger energy, and then for each energy drain you can't pay, you take a damage.
Makes sense, yeah. All right, so now you guys take a turn, and then you have a guard here, so you can't fight the putty pummel because of guard. So you can start fighting the regrow and or the swarm attack, or you can try to take out the engulf, but it's kind of a loser's game there.
Oh, nice. I like your leadership
Yeah, he's
skill.
got
That's
a
great.
once per round reroll going on. All right, so I feel like I should attack the guard.
Yes.
I think I can potentially defeat him without much cost and to make you better. You'll see.
Okay.
Trust me.
Wait. Wait. Shouldn't. Wait.
Yeah, you want to defeat that? You can't attack
can't
that
attack
guard.
that, yeah,
this
it's
is
gonna
the,
be
this is
a-
the
this is
problem. dude.
problematic.
You
The
just
whole
take
thing
3
is
damage and
problematic.
start on the regrow. Right? I mean, I guess Billy's not here. I shouldn't have. Can I strategize from the command center?
That's right. I'm gonna have to take 3, so it's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna play lead the charge. It's a 2-die attack, and it says the next time any ranger performs an attack during this battle, they add an attack die to their attack.
Great.
So
Wow.
I'll start, and I'm gonna try to do 2 damage there. I have a reroll to try to get 2.
Jason.
This is when I'll borrow Blue's luck and blank out. I'm sure.
And what are you swinging at
2.
The thing with guard.
And golf.
Okay.
All right, so I do 2. That'll fill up, which means we'll power up 1.
Go.
Do we get it
Sword
right now?
Ranger.
We get it right now, immediately.
Okay, yeah.
The
Oh, the pterodactyl, yes.
Exhaust this card during battle to gain 2 energy. Yes.
Thank you, Kimberly.
We won't use that unless we need it.
All right, deal 3 damage. Who wants it?
I'm gonna take it.
All
So
right.
is that
Oh, hold on. Whoa.
Oh, we got.
You got a reducer?
you
Give
I
me
got to
a
reduce it.
reducer.
All right. I'm gonna reduce
Reduces.
it by 2, and we're gonna gain an energy.
Okay, so I'll take 1.
Yes, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I reveal 3.
Yeah, put it
so
on the
goes to the
bottom.
bottom of my deck.
Nice. All right, now you guys' turn.
Can you nuke the 2 health thing and do damage to those guys on the side?
I can.
Regrow needs to go. He's out +1 dice from lead the charge. Don't forget.
I can also just keep going.
Yeah. No, I can do this. I can do it.
Sure.
I can get regrow easy, but I can't kill. I could. It would be better if I attack Putty Pummel and then regrow would be almost dead.
Well, if you get rid of regrow and do a damage to his friend, or that hasn't the swarm attack, I can get rid of swarm attack.
Oh, so okay if I get rid of regrow?
Because that one's already gone, so that's fine. We're just going to kill the ones that haven't done anything yet.
Why don't I go after swarm attack and then do 1 damage to regrow?
Because then regrow would trigger next.
Oh, fair enough.
And it would put a thing.
Okay, I get it. Mammoth Slam. If there are 4 or more cards in my discard pile, add 1 to the attack.
And then you
so
get
I
a
get
bonus
2
for
plus
me.
1 plus Jason.
I like adding the specific
leading
color.
the charge here.
Okay, so this is to regrow.
Ooh, just
Smoked him.
All right, regrow
And
down.
Hip Hop Keto allows me to do 1, 2 swarm attack.
Would you
And that's my
mind
once per
powering us
battle.
up and removing all
Very
those,
nice.
those models?
Yeah. We're about to Megazord. Man.
We're going to get there this
Yes.
time.
All right, so that means that new Putty Patroller's out.
Yep, that's right. All right, and then what do we have here? 3 energy,
You can always get 2 more from the pterodactyl. Don't sleep.
2 terror. I kind of want that for the next round of combat here.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I can.
You need to hit that swarm attack if I'm thinking right.
Yeah, you said you could kill it.
I can.
We got a deal.
Oh yeah,
We
it
had a
goes and now you
deal.
go.
I'm going to use 1 energy for the Tyranno slash. I get 3, and I can reroll any number of the dice during the attack
So you get that twice if you want
if
from,
I want to use my leadership.
from the ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a done deal. You play X-Wing, you know how this
Yeah,
works.
and I'll reroll this one, and we'll do 2 damage.
All right, there's 1, 2, 3. I think you did 2 only.
Yep, so he's defeated. We'll go ahead and put this over there.
Yeah. Harvest. Then Putty Patrollers go. Now you have 1 opportunity to do 3 damage to a Putty
3.
Pummel if you got it.
I think we just go to the next fight.
Yeah.
Next fight.
Well, we can just clear those 2 out and get rid of the panic.
Okay, fair enough.
Next fight it is.
So
Battle
I spend my
cleanup
energy.
begins.
I'll go ahead and get it back.
You're not gonna take the. You didn't take your opportunity to kill the 3.
The 3?
Yeah, that's fine. Because then we only have 1 to deal with next fight.
You guys should be able to deal with 2, shouldn't you?
We should.
If you can. And then, Jonathan, can you flip those energies to 0 on the
Yes.
main
Oh
pool? You
yeah,
guys
because
had
we're,
replenished
so this is
your stores.
cleanup,
One
and then
goes back to
this
you.
because it's now a new battle. My
Yep.
hip hop keto
That's
comes
correct.
back. Cool.
I'll just be over here in the juice bar. Cool. Thanks.
You're holding it down for us.
yeah.
Doing some calculations.
All right, I'll
He's been-
spend my
I'm
second
reading
action
Sunza
here on
over
a
there.
fight.
I had
That's your
no.
third, isn't it? Your last action?
This is my last
Last
action.
action?
To
Yeah, I've got no
Yeah.
more actions.
Here we go. We got 2
All right,
Super
so,
Putty Patrollers.
And this comes back up.
2 energy to the shared pool. We got a Putty Pummel 3 and 3, and we've got a Swarm Attack 3 plus 2. So not a big deal.
Okay. Do you have something that can? Oh wait, we can draw it back up. I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm not.
One at a time.
So if I drew, would I be dead?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
he
this
would
has
be
to
gone.
stay here.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna have to recover next round. Okay, I have a great attack. You ready for
Great.
this?
Yeah, great.
I'm gonna use both shared energy and mine
Ooh,
to do the
power
power
sword.
sword.
This,
Oh,
it's
both
happening.
shared energy.
It's happening.
It's happening. So it's 5, and it says the next time any ranger performs an attack during this battle, add 2 dice to that attack.
Great.
So
That's
I'll do that
great.
one over there. The Putty
Putty Pummel, got to do 3 damage. Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Scorched it. All right.
All right. Boom. Putty Patroller goes. Next action to the Rangers.
Do you have something you want to use with
I
plus 2
can.
dice?
Yeah, I can. I could do that. Let's just do it.
Now you're low on cards, so
That's
I'm
true.
trying to keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. Keep going.
If you'd rather.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to go. There's
okay.
nothing I can do here.
I'm going to lead the charge. The next attack is plus 1 die in the event that we need it.
Okay.
It's 2, and then it's plus 2
2.
because of the
Mhm.
power sword. And I will attack the swarm attack.
Swarm Attack. And you get 1 reroll.
One
You
reroll.
want it, right? For
Doesn't
three,
need it.
doesn't need it.
Yeah.
All right, out of here.
Panic
Putty Patroller
gone.
goes. You guys want to take one last action to do anything?
Let's get the pterodactyl for the 2 energy.
You want to do that
Yes.
now?
Well, we're
Oh,
done
we
with
may
this
as
turn.
well.
Yeah.
And then
Hey, we may as
we
well.
get our
then
stored
you'll-
energy back.
All right, I'm gonna do
Yes,
it
I
just
do.
for bookkeeping.
Yep. And then, do you want to remove that panic?
Yes.
Clear that
So
that
much.
So we'll go to the end of the. I don't have anything else to do, so I'll gain an energy back from the shared pool.
Okay.
We'll do cleanup. You can shuffle the monster things back in, and
Yeah, next round.
that went pretty well.
That was actually pretty okay. It's kind of
Did you get nervous over
Yeah,
here?
I'm so nervous.
it's a little intense, and we got another big
And
baddie.
the
coming.
Zords come back.
Everything unexhausts. Everyone stays where they are. No drawing at this point or anything, right?
No.
All your actions
All
come
actually
back.
come back up.
Now this round, we should be able to maybe defeat a monster and get that would get us 2 more Zords potentially, which should be fun. All right, you ready for deployment?
Let's do it.
5?
5, here we go.
All right, hold on, I'm gonna put these to the side just because I help me count.
Goodness gracious, there's a monster.
3 Super Putty Patrollers and a monster.
Oh, no.
Is that not Rita? That's just a normal other monster?
There's a boss after. There's 2 monsters and a boss.
He's bad. So 3
Madam Woe at
and-
Ernie's.
Madam Woe? I've never seen her.
She's
cool.
There she
there you
is. Oh, cool miniature. Oh,
So-
I remember this. I remember this so much.
With
It's
the little
terrifying.
hands.
Where's she
Creepy.
going?
Ernie's.
She's going to you.
And with her 3 Super Putty Patrollers.
There they are. Gunk.
Go ahead and put a panic on Ernie's there.
Oh yeah, because the monster.
Can't make smoothies with a monster around.
And that was the first deployment.
Yeah, great. 1.
Yeah, can't make smoothies with a monster around. That's amazing.
Can I climb that rope though?
2 Putty Patrollers to the Industrial District.
2 normals
Mhm.
to the industrial.
Still not
district.
panicked
Not
though.
panicked.
Yeah, they're
Deployment
used to
number
seeing
2?
weird things in the industrial district.
2 more Super Putty Patrollers to Ernie's Juice Bar.
Oh no.
And that loads it up as far
Is
as...
that
That's
full
too
now?
many. Yeah, so then one of those is going to have to come here.
Uh-oh.
Which
And now
is
they're
gonna panic
panicked.
this.
Oh gosh. Oh no, oh no.
That's 3 deployments. 2 more.
2 more?
That was 3?
2 normal Putty Patrollers to
Yeah.
Ernie's Juice Bar, which go all the way to Angel Grove High.
Hey, you guys get some.
And then
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right.
One more?
2 Putty Patrollers to the park.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can hang out in the park all you want. Now, you guys know if you initiate a battle right here, you get us to the next Zord. So
That's notable.
that's worth noting.
Yeah.
We can note that.
Now, we will, if we come to you and fight,
That's an inevitability, right?
yeah, we will also get a Zord because we're probably going to kill 2 of those Super Putty Patrollers.
We should probably get the Zord first before we go against Madam Woe.
That seems like a good plan.
I'm
Your pro Zord plan?
tempted for both of us to recover.
But I still have my energy.
What
Can
about
we
the
not
value?
beat 2
Have you considered the
Putty
value?
Patrollers? If you got some crazy leadership stuff that do you have anything that adds more dice to things?
It
You
is
use
not
all that?
great.
Right here in the discard pile.
That's
Really?
why I wanted to, well, like, you're so low. Like,
Technically the lowest possible.
and I would need to draw to get anything worthwhile. So I almost feel like it's smarter for us to just both recover and then hop over and make the big fight happen.
All right, fine. Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
you are the Red Ranger. You're full of ideas that we listen to and that are questionably good. So.
All right,
How thematic.
Yeah, right.
I'll recover.
All right,
All
here
right,
he goes.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Look at you guys go. Am I going to recover?
Get these
Do I
things
get to
back.
recover?
You can if you want. You also have that
Everybody's
nice
doing it.
Triceratops to get some cards back if you need it.
And any ranger, I can use that for any ranger, technically.
Super nice.
I don't feel like I need to recover until I need to recover.
Whoa.
You know?
I understand that feeling.
guys
And
ever feel
remember,
that
we
way?
have,
It
we have
is
2 more lives
The
left.
amount of cards here is actually just right. You get acquainted with them if you're playing it for the first time, kind of like love letter.
Yeah.
And also, you always feel like you're on the edge.
Yeah. I think that's
I like it.
exactly
I'm
how
on
they
the edge, that's
intended
Big
it.
fan.
Okay, so now the question is it worth one of our actions to take out those Putty Patrollers?
Yes,
Yeah, let's get the Zord. Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go.
Who wants it?
I'll do it.
I'm going to pass off this Lead Ranger token.
All right, Zach.
Here we go.
I'm going
Two
to go
putties.
ahead and draw.
Go ahead and do your drawing. John, you need to draw anything?
Yes, I will draw 1.
It's funny you realize your deck's just getting worse as you're like
Oh, yeah, it's so
three
bad.
shields are out.
And then we're going to have to fight Rita in a minute. So we get 2 energy if you'll hook us up when you
Oh,
get a second.
well, hold on.
You thinking about your life?
Doing one more.
I'm ready to use my...
Great, that's what I
love-
needed.
Did you see the art
Excellent,
on this
fantastic.
Tyrannosaurus, by the way, with the little ranger on the
Yeah,
top?
it's awesome.
Yeah. Here comes 3 cannon fodder doing 2 damage with guard, and it's guarding a leaping attack, 2 health, 3 damage.
This is a fun game. I'm having a good time.
I'm glad you're into it. Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It just does its
Yeah.
thing. It
This
does.
is your first time
I like it, yeah.
playing to this level, too. This degree.
Okay, I need to do what? 3 damage here? Do you have anything just off the cuff that's particularly good?
Huh. Not that's particularly good.
I'll be over here at the juice bar, just in case.
I thought you were gonna actually like.
You guys are...
Wait, is that a
Wasn't
guard? Is there a
expecting
guard
it.
there?
Yeah, there's a
you
guy.
gotta
You
hit
gotta
the
do
three
the
first.
first
Can
one.
you?
I can kill him if you want me to. How about that?
Can you ever really kill a piece of clay?
I don't.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I think it's yours.
Can you give us 2 energy
Just
over there?
deanimate it?
Yeah.
Maybe make it into a bowl,
All right.
vase, vase.
Let's,
You should do it. I think.
am I good to go?
I think you're good to go.
You guys want arm wrestle? Or?
All right. I'm gonna use a Tyranno Slash. I get 3 dice. I get a reroll, and I have my ability to reroll again if I need it.
Okay.
Going for
that's
3
right.
damage here.
Correct.
Good.
Didn't even need it. 3 damage. And give us a
boom.
Putty Patroller over there off the.
All right,
board?
Putty
No.
Patroller goes and does nothing. Final leaping attack. Can
Do you think you can do 2?
solve this
Or you
problem?
need me to do this?
I can do 2.
I can too.
You've got the
Yeah?
reroll. Zach's got the reroll too.
Do 2.
Red
Let's-
Ranger's bringing the heat.
Let's
I like
just
it.
do this. I'm not even gonna reroll. I'm just gonna kill.
All right.
Don't even need it.
All right, let's do Blade Blaster.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the 2 energy
2 shots,
to do 2
2
damage to it.
opportunities.
But that
Yeah.
means you don't get your energy back. That's weak.
Well, I'm probably gonna recover
Oh my god.
because I get all my cards back.
You're gonna do that rare recover where you actually get your energy back.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, take him out.
Dig them
All right,
out.
so
Over
you're gonna
here.
Zord up. So give us a power level.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Clean off the minions. He's just so
Anyone have a
excited.
final card they want to play? Technically, they go and then you get one more turn.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Exhaust this card during battle to allow each participating ranger to draw up to 2 cards.
Oh, that's great.
Wow,
Good.
that's awesome.
All right.
Man, these are great. Wait,
Steven, here's some
how
stuff
many
for you to
swords do
file
we have
away.
out? 4?
We still need the.
We need one
my
more
dude.
Zord. So if we defeat the.
You got the mammoth, is that right? Oh man, I love
Oh,
dinosaurs.
yours is the last one out.
Yep.
I'm ready for that Megazord to come down.
Does everyone grow up liking dinosaurs, or was that our household kind of thing? Did you like dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I was
Of course.
the dinosaur kids. Like, there's a term, dinosaur kid, and I guess I was that.
I was like 4 when I saw Land Before Time for the first time. I was pretty
That's a
okay
good
with
one.
it, yeah.
That was it.
Okay, so we powered up.
We powered up.
Did we do everything?
I think we did
Zord
everything.
did the thing. You guys will shuffle this back in, clean
So we
this
don't have
up.
any energy to get back,
Right.
which is fine. So
Here.
I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna recover. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get all these cards back.
Nice.
That was 6 shields in there?
6 exactly. That's why I played a 2 and a 1, knowing I
Feels
already had a
good.
3 over there. And then I'm gonna use my last action to join El Steve Areno at the juice
Now
bar.
I've got potentially
Juice bar.
3 attack.
That's why I'm just getting over there,
actions,
and
right?
I have a full deck, and I have my energy.
So there is a strategy where we just worry about the Putty Patrollers, and we just take. We'll see. We'll see what she drops on us.
Yeah, if we think we can.
Okay,
actually get it off
taking
the board.
an attack action, we are going to add 2 reserved energy to the pool there, if you would, John. There are 2 energy to the shared pool.
And remember, we got all kinds of fun stuff.
We can draw any number
You
of
can
cards.
put cards back. The Saber-tooth can let us draw 2. The Pterodactyl can let us get energy. I can add 2 to the attack.
Okay. Things
Now
are
tell
coming
me,
together.
tell me this. This is kind of a weird question. I have a once per battle, a ranger of your choice may draw a card and then place one back on top of their deck. If I draw my last card and then place one on the top of my deck, do I lose in that
I
exchange?
think you go to limbo, and then go back.
I think you lose when. Yeah.
Immediately.
No, I'm pretty sure you lose when you don't have any cards in your deck from defending.
You end up
Okay.
like Zordon. You're stuck
Okay.
between
But
2
if
dimensions.
you get attacked and don't have any cards, then you're just gone. Obviously.
Am I? What did they call that in? What did they call that in Thrones? You go to
Mortarbund?
Moribund. Yeah. thank
Moribund.
you,
Yeah. So
Moribund.
technically, you can run out of cards.
Okay.
But if it's during like taking damage, you're gone.
Okay. That was something we wanted.
Oh, so I could draw this just for fun, but as long I couldn't take any damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is kind of fine if we think one of the
that's
other
not
rangers is willing to.
Yeah, because I have that card that'll, if I discard the top card of my deck, I can add 2 to it. So one last ditch effort might be like worth it.
Oh, and see, you've got some big moves over there now. I
Yeah.
could technically
You
Triceratops
mean in my
you
discard
into
pile.
those big moves.
That's true.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you could draw with the saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah.
This is amazing. We have plans. Do you want that to happen?
I feel like putting 2 of the
big
3
ones.
stars back into his deck is
think
like
that's
the greatest value possible.
Yeah.
Pretty big move. These are big moves.
Oh, you're down to almost no cards.
Yeah.
Are you gonna Triceratops me?
Dude, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go on
do
top.
it.
Just on
Or
top?
shove. What is this?
They go on the top of your deck in any order.
Let me make sure here.
So
And then
technically, you can draw.
You've got a turn
Draw
of
one and
swords
start the
bonus. Triceratops has happened. We can get some energy. I'm going to go and use my once per battle ability to draw and put one back. And
Now, you
it's-
could wait to do that until we know how much damage we're taking. So that you can put one back that's going to go to the bottom of your deck.
Oh, I know what.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
actually, if you flip it and you're out of cards, you're just gone.
Does it? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's do this one. Okay. Looks like we're all set up. Use some Zords. Let's start flipping. So none of us have ever seen Madame Woe.
That's right.
So actually, why don't I know this? Maybe this is maybe this is lame. Let's just not. Let's wait. Let's cut the video here.
Wait, let's flip up one.
How about one?
Just
One
kind
card.
of
Alright,
get
one
the
card.
idea.
But I do like the idea of cutting the video. So we're gonna do probably 2 more episodes like this with
Yeah.
different versions of the game.
Well, because even this flips over, and there's a whole different game under here.
We're gonna do that next
Yeah,
game.
there's like basically a more difficult, advanced way to play
What
the
if we
game.
just never showed like past turn 2 so that people could experience that they're watching? Anyway, well, I guess we'll make that decision a little bit later. But right now, let's flip one card just to get an idea
Okay.
of what Manamo is. Braid Lash. Let's flip 2. 4 health, 3 damage, and draining energy. So she's probably gonna
attacking
be
your
the-
energy.
And that's a
the
guard,
energy.
too.
A fast Deadly Claws deal 4 damage. Okay, I've seen enough.
So that's 4
Yeah,
damage you
that's-
can't do
All right,
anything
so
about.
that's just immediate 4 damage. So let's end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. So this is our first play of Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. What we're doing here is looking at the very basic core game that comes right out of the core set. And then there's a ton of expansions for this game. And what we're going to do is the next time, I think we're going to play the advanced version.
Or we're flipping the map tiles. There's some other alternate rules that make it a little more difficult.
Very cool. And then hopefully on the 3rd episode, we're going to try to get an expansion and add that to the game and see how that affects play. Now, if this is a game that you are all in on, and you'll probably know it pretty quick, even maybe at this point in the video, you're like, yeah.
I have a
It's
feeling
really-
if you're
it's
at
a
this
really
point in the
fun game.
video,
Yeah.
you're probably in on this game.
So there is a bunch of things that are releasing for this game whenever it launches, and then everything that comes out after that, any of those expansions, we actually have a subscription service we've been running for about 8 years now.
Yep.
And we've added Power Rangers to that service, and what that means is every time an expansion releases, we will automatically charge you and ship that right to your house at whatever address you enter. And it's really cool because you don't have to put any money down for like a pre-order. So you literally just add your name to the subscription service, and then about 2 weeks before an expansion comes out, we send it to you, and we charge you, and then we send it to you.
Sure.
Well, and we don't know. We know Renegade's planning expansions for the game. And there's a ton, as we've learned, of content for Power Rangers.
I'm
There's
just
so
thinking
many
all the different
Rangers.
enemies, all the different
100%.
Rangers. There's going to be a
They've-
lot of expansions.
They've shown
for this.
Ranger packs. They've shown a full expansion that comes with Rangers and new map tiles and new enemies, and they've shown enemy packs that are just new monsters or new bosses
So
and foot soldiers.
I feel like you just got to go
Yeah,
for it. You
and
got to
so-
have the Power Rangers experience.
It's one of those things too. Like, it's not one of the games that has like a monthly release.
Mhm.
We don't know the release schedule, but we know there's going to be ongoing expansions. So if you don't want to have to worry about following any of that or
Yeah,
keeping up with
that's-
it, you can just sign up.
That's really the big thing for me is that I've got a couple of subscriptions for various games, and it's nice
Very
just to have
convenient for
stuff
you.
show up.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to worry about it. I get an email, and it's like, oh, cool. In like a couple of weeks, I should get my friends together. We're going to experience this new thing. I don't have to chase it down. I don't have to do anything like that. It's
Very
very
nice.
convenient.
So we do have that subscription that you can sign up for, and we usually get that to you on release day or the day after. It's a really good deal. And then we've also got these Morphin tokens that you see. These are in development, so we're working through these as we're playing. Any immediate notes on that so far?
I liked them a lot. I like the energy being flippable.
I like the flip.
So
Yeah,
that
that
we
makes
did,
a lot of
because
It does
we were
help.
playing the first time we were using the cardboard tokens, and you had to keep basically moving energy from
Mhm.
over
Here
here
to
to on
here
that
to
board
here
to off
to
that
here.
board
Yeah.
and so on and so forth.
So that's a lot better. I think obviously we'll work on how these click together.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I like that these stand out so nicely. I can't tell you what a difference that is.
Yeah,
from
I
the
haven't
first
played it
games that
without
we
the,
played.
Like even with all those models in front of me there, I can still see that
And,
panic token.
and it's definitely a panic color.
Yeah,
It's the
right,
kind
it
of thing
is
you're
a
not
little
going to not
panicky.
see.
We should probably look at the lead ranger token.
Yeah, I
a little
actually got
bit.
some ideas. I didn't write them down because that would be weird on camera, but I had some ideas what we were playing for
Cool.
that one. So
You got the feel of it, and then these are pretty nice. I
I
like
love
these.
activation
They
tokens.
feel like the old Netrunner click trackers, and this
Yeah.
is the based on that little bio grid. I
the old,
remember
yeah,
seeing
the old
picture.
biofield. I did a lot of deep digging on, and there's a lot to dig down into on the Power Rangers universe. So.
Also important to note, if you don't have all the like stuff, like the core game and all the expansions that are coming out on release, we also have a bundle where you can get all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just wanted to point that out in case
Yeah.
you are interested. And the game kickstarted, so if you kickstarted it, you obviously already have that stuff.
You've already
coming.
got that stuff coming.
Yeah.
But if you have missed the Kickstarter and now you're like, this is something I want, we've got that available for you. And any of the pre-orders. So if this video, you're watching this and the game's already come out, sorry, this is not going to be for you. But if the game has not come out yet, if you pre-order either the Morphin tokens or the full bundle, we are going to send some exclusive Ranger-specific tokens with those pre-orders. So keep an eye on that. That'll have more information on our website. I think that's about it. I think this is... So we played it as 2 people. It was fun. As 3 people,
Way
it's
better with 3
incredibly
people.
good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's really good, and I'm excited to see what happens when we make the board a little more
Yeah,
heavy.
I'm interested in
And then
that.
when we add those expansions and we have different and new things coming up.
Yeah,
So
keep watching.
thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you continue to join us on this series, and we will keep exploring Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Special thanks to Renegade Studios, and this is a pre-production copy, so the final product may be even better. And we'll see you on the next video. Till then, keep playing.
There's nothing like game night with friends, especially when there's a new release. Covenant subscriptions is the easiest way to get new releases without paying months in advance. Pick your favorite game, sign up for free, and we'll charge you right before a new product releases. We pack it with care, ship it to you, so you'll have exactly what you need to keep playing. And you can spend less time shopping and more time connecting.